time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. I Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac too. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Oh, baby said she needed now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey, we about to go.
What's the deal? Viral gang in the house, man. Viral gang in the fucking house, man.
Viral way in the building. It's a heat wave. Not only is it a heat wave outside, it's a heat wave on these internet streets because we heating the content world up. I didn't know so many of y'all was offended by push-ups, bro.
Oh my God. Let's get into it.
Bro, listen.
Hey, I guess the hit dogs gonna holler, but that should have just been more of a reality check. You know what I mean? Get your shit up. That's it. Like, what's if you really break it down and really think about it, what's 50 push-ups? Like, I really don't think that, you know what I mean? A lot of niggas was offended. Some niggas laughed about it, but it was like, and then once you drop the footage of niggas doing it, they was sick. They was sick.
These niggas, hey, can you fight though? I mean, I'm like, bro.
Pull-ups is next, nigga.
If you
are dips and pull-ups.
First of all, if you don't train, you can't fight anyways. That's one. Not for real, for real. Two, if you do train to fight, you're gonna do push-ups at some point. So all that, can you be the MMA fighter? They do push-ups. Can you be the boxer? They do push-ups. You know who made push-ups damn near famous? Mike Tyson. He was a boxer. Like, come on, bro. Any type of sport training, whatever you doing, burpees, you doing push-ups of some sort. Just because we make you feel weak because we said 50 should be the standard, and even Short disagreed.
I said 20. And y'all made fun of me doing my 50.
And he still did 50.
And it's fucked up because when Short said 20, for them, that was a sign of weakness. And now they tried to go in on you after that.
Yeah.
Because, where he at? The nigga that said do 20.
No,
it's crazy.
No.
I'm saying that they was asking about you. Look, this is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
With us saying 50, so now they felt like, oh, that was the
fat nigga.
They felt like it was the weak link, couldn't do it. Yeah.
They kept saying the chubby nigga, the big nigga, whatever you want to call me. Yeah, nigga. I'm 252 solid though, nigga. That's the thing. But nigga, I play ball, bro. I've been outside, nigga. I program. These niggas know that. See, I don't do all that shit because I say like aesthetically it may not look appeasing, but niggas strong up under here, bro.
Yeah,
nigga really strong.
The thing what niggas don't understand, right? You can change the trajectory of what they deem as what they deem as the factors of the percentages of the 10 to 15% of what did you say? 5 to 10% of men can't do 50 push-ups. That is a cry and a help itself in society when we seen niggas back in the early the 80s and the 70s, wherever they was throwing up iron, them niggas was 16 looking like grown men.
Yeah.
And
testosterone was all-time high.
Testosterone was high. You didn't have all this stuff going on with the food. But the standard could be reset. So it really could be motivational purposes for you niggas, but it ain't, of course. Yeah. And outside of that, it's more so just look at it like, damn, I should better do 50. You can hit 50 in the morning, hit 50 at night. And in a week or two, you'll be able to do 50 straight.
I gave y'all 52, and y'all still ridicule a nigga how he does it. They saying I did the girl push-up. My knees was never on the ground.
That was crazy.
My knees was never on the ground. They said I did shorties. Nigga, my arms locked. Listen, there's only one way to do push-ups, nigga. Close, chest, get as close you can to the ground, push all the way up. There is no other way, my nigga, to do a regular standard push-up. I don't know what y'all supposed to do. We're not supposed to touch the ground. We do push. Chest is not supposed to hit the ground. You're supposed to get close as possible, then lock out. But I'm going to tell you this right now. I'll bust another 50 for y'all. Anybody talking shit, just tag the page, and then I'll match y'all. That's what I'm going to do.
Now, a lot of them niggas thought we was capping, too, because they didn't scroll to the very next post where we actually displayed ourselves doing the 50. Man, them niggas capping. They can't do 50. Went right to the next post. With 100 at though. I thought you said you could do 100. Nothing good enough for niggas. I'm like, listen, bro. Next 50 on you. Show me your 50 first. Shout out to everybody who locked in and did they 50 in the clip and tagged us. I'm glad we could motivate y'all. Shout out to everybody in the comments who said, damn, y'all just motivated me to get on my shit. I ain't got 50 yet, but I'm finna work on it. That's what the post was for. That's what the content is for. Everybody's not going to be at the same level, but that doesn't mean don't strive to make it to the next level. I want to be above average in everything, from mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, romantically. I look at, okay, this the average man in the world. Let me be miles above that. That's what I strive for.
And your son, you post your son doing it. And he did what, 25 in the clip?
He did 25. And I said, bro, how many you got? How many you got in a row? He said, I don't know. I said, bro, don't ever tell me I don't know. Matter of fact, let's see. Let's start off with 25, warm up. Did that with ease. I said, listen, as a grown man, into a grown man, make sure you walk around with 50 in the clip. My son said, man, I got 50. Easy. And I'm going to post it too. Because he told me he got it.
Hey, please do, bro. It's to the point now, grown-ass man is commenting and hating on us. Now, once we start setting the tone, like you said, it's projection. Just change, bro. Even if you can't do 50. I threw 20 out there. Man, do 5 sets of fucking 10 and then just start getting it in.
No, if you can't do 50, work on it. Come holler at us when you got that 50. You see 50, you do 50. Y'all make everything trend. Y'all make everything else. But when it comes to something that could benefit you, a nigga mad at it.
Hey, C50
let that been some drama. Y'all motherfuckers would have been circling.
C50 do 50. I love it. But you know what's crazy though? I want to tell y'all this because when y'all did it in the group chat, I'm reading, and I seen a couple of comments. I said, let me post this immediately, bro. But look, I want to ask y'all this though. After I did my little 50 push-ups, nigga, I ordered some pizza, right? Long story short, they ended up bringing the wrong pizza out there. And it was like pineapple and cheese. Let me ask y'all this. Does pineapple go on pizza?
Fuck no.
Thank you. I tried it. It was but it's not. It ain't me.
Pineapple.
I know people who eat pineapple on pizza.
I can eat it. I can eat it. It don't really bother me, only because for one, I like pineapples. For two, I don't. When they too warm, yeah, it's different. But for me, when I eat stuff like that, I think about pineapples just because they go hand in hand with health. So I'm already eating some BS, all this cheese and all this other stuff. So I don't be mad at pineapples. Then people eat all them other type of pieces. Like y'all eat pieces with everything on it. Nigga, pineapple's better than the olives and shit.
Now olives, fuck no.
Olives disgusting.
Jalapenos, mushrooms, any type of bell peppers, you know, any type of leaf for sure go on pizza. But hot pineapple is good nowhere. Even if you take it off, the remnants, the residue of the pineapple is still there. You can still taste it. Disgusting.
I'm not a fan of warm fruit, bro. Like even like apple pie, I'm not a fan of warm fruit, bro. And fruit is supposed to be cold or fresh off the tree. I mean, other than that, I don't like it because when I tried it, I was so hungry. I said, let me take a bite of it. Out of just pure hungry, I ate it. But literally, bro, that shit was not it. I don't see how you people pick that shit on there and be like, nigga, pineapple pizza or Hawaiian pizza is delicious.
And I'm gonna be real. Majority of the pizza y'all eat out here that we eat is fake. If the dough's not fermented, it's fake, which is why the East Coast is known for having better pizza than the West Coast because they have different water out there. I didn't even know the water is what makes the damn dough. That's why when you see on the menu fermented for X amount of days, they talking about how long that water been soaking to make that dough. And I went to Italy. I went to Naples, the spot that invented pizza. The restaurant is still open. Went there, ate that pizza. The dough is so thin, it don't even feel like you eating pizza, bro. Yeah, I didn't eat a whole large.
When I was in Italy, I didn't like the pizza. That shit, it was damn near equivalent to like crackers.
Yeah, that's how thin it is. It's different. And they only put the sauce with a little bit of sprinkled cheese. It's not doused in cheese, and the dough ain't this thick. It's totally different.
But one thing I do like, and that was one of the places I learned as far as how I feel like we eat too much out here because you can eat a lot of that pizza and you're not gonna feel bloated and shit like that. Yeah. Like out here, you eat a couple slices, you be bloated all day. Like it just depends too. So I don't know.
And on top of the pizza in Italy, the pizza in Chicago is a close second, bro. That deep dish,
I'm not a fan of it,
bro. I'm not a fan of deep dish either. But the deep dish in Chicago, different, bro.
So ideally, bro, what is your favorite type of pizza? Like you just
thin crust.
Thin crust, what topping?
I'm a pepperoni nigga.
Shout out to
Pepperoni's not pork.
Shout out to the swine.
Pepperoni's not pork.
Pepperoni is definitely pork.
Pepperoni ain't pork.
But he give it a pass.
And gummy bears ain't pork either, bro.
Cheetos too. Cheetos got swine in it.
So I'm gonna tell you that. I do prefer the turkey pepperoni if I can, but I will give it a pass. I ain't gonna lie. Pepperoni, jalapenos, and mushrooms. That's the perfect pizza.
Yeah.
How about you?
A regular pepperoni pizza is probably it. But like I said, I'm not too much pizza. I have to have it like every blue moon. But I like more so. I like thick crust. I don't like the thin crust and shit, especially out here. Thin crust be all burnt up. I like to treat it like a breadstick, I guess.
I like those little hole in the wall spots, man. Shout out to Tumby's Pizza. Shout out to like Pizza King and LA. Like them little hole in the wall spots where like the Mexicans be making the pizza. I don't know what it is. That shit is fire.
Pizza Times too.
Man, listen.
They got the classic breadsticks.
You remember Javino's?
Yeah,
Giovanni's. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
all I'm saying, bro, like that shit be hidden, but like I can always do like you said, pepperoni and regular cheese. I can do meat lovers. Supreme pizza is my favorite though, with the bell peppers, onions, mushrooms, and all that. That to me, that's a goal to me though.
Oh,
straight margarita fire.
Yeah, they gonna kill me on it, bro. Like they gonna kill me on the push-up, but it's all good though, man. I love it though.
I know Rips Pizza in Huntington Beach. Fire, nigga.
Rips, I ain't even been.
Yeah, it's a place called Rips. It's off of PCH because they got 2 locations.
What about
fire?
What about when people be going to California Pizza Kitchen?
Oh,
like get the barbecue pizza.
That's like
this nigga like barbecue pizza.
Yeah, barbecue chicken pizza is fire. But if
it
you
depends on where
eat
it come
pizza
from, bro.
From California Pizza, I said that got to be a front for a drug corporation or something. Because who the fuck is getting pizza there?
Same thing with Arby's. Look, we talked about stuff like this. Who's eating that Arby's, bro? Who's eating that California?
I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Oh my god!
I seen a commercial of Arby's. I'm like, I'm gonna just pull back up.
Oh no, my god!
They had a Philly cheesesteak. And I would say, you know what? I'm gonna give it another chance because I haven't ate Arby's since I was in elementary school. That was the only time when I never liked it.
That's smoker shit, nigga. You gonna get a Philly cheesesteak from Arby's, nigga?
I mean, you can call it smoker shit you want.
Smoker shit.
That shit looked fire to me. I don't know how it's smoker shit. It's a damn fast food restaurant.
Nigga, go.
That's the same thing. You might as well eat fucking whatever you eat. It ain't about going where I want a Philly cheesesteak, nigga. It's about trying Arby's.
No, that's smoker shit, gang. Go to 7. Go right across the street from Wilson. OMG Burger. They're actually from Philly. The family from Philadelphia. They got Philadelphia Eagle shit everywhere. They opened up a spot. They got fire, real authentic Philly cheesesteaks. Fire.
This nigga act like he the god of gods when it comes to food places. And half the places he be sending niggas be trash.
Hey,
no, it don't. No, it don't.
Speaking of food, though, you did post like them that nacho
chili quiles.
Yeah, hey, that shit was fire, bro, huh?
Best chili quiles I ever had, bro. It was Don something in La Puente. I was in La Puente, aka Little Mexico. Fire. Best chili quiles ever.
Man, we got the best Mexican, bro. When it comes to Mexican food, bro, something about out here, bro, we just got it.
I don't know, man. I've been seeing circling. They said San Diego got the best Mexican food.
I disagree. I've been to San Diego. Theirs don't hit as good as ours, bro.
LA has the best Mexican food in the world. LA County, best Mexican food in the world. It's like we got all the Mexicans who can make real Mexican food.
Say, come here.
Bring your ass here and just place them in LA County. Because I'm telling you, the Mexican food in Mexico is actually trash. The tacos and the burritos, at least. When I go to Mexico, it's for seafood, bro. Yeah, I don't even order the Mexican food.
And we go for you ever been to Hong Kong? Never mind.
I don't want no fish out of there, but you could definitely order.
It's gonna be fishy in that motherfucker. It's gonna be fishy that motherfucker.
San Diego, I don't recall they Mexican food standing out like that. Bro.
I went to I think it was called El Rey's. Well, I think it's called El Rey's, wherever it's called, King and Queens or something like that. And to me, it was mid. It was basic. You know what I'm saying? There's no shout out to that.
Was it a real restaurant? Was you trying to find it like? Because usually when niggas speak about Mexican food, it's more so the hole in the wall, taco spots and shit like that.
This seemed like a kind of like maybe how like a El Pescador or something. It was something like that. Like it was like a restaurant type style, trying to be cool, but it wasn't really like a hole in the wall spot. But.
Yeah, most chain spots is trash, but Tacos Los Cholos is fire. All locations too. I think Huntington Park got the best one, then Fullerton, then Huntington Beach, and then it's like 2 other locations.
Y'all like Taco King?
Trash.
You think I like Taco King? I like that citrus taste on.
That's like EB. That's like EBT.
This nigga.
That's EBT.
I told you.
Yeah,
anything somebody else he trying to shame you for.
That's all
I'm saying it's trash.
I like Taco Mexico though. I told y'all that before. The one in Compton. It might be off Rosecrans, closer to Tanner's. But go over there,
bro. You know the can of cheese, of nacho cheese. That's what they use at Taco King. I'm like, bro, can I get some cheese? No, I want a cheese on my burrito, gang. They opened the fucking can and did this, nigga.
Which one you was at?
On what's this right here on Long Beach Boulevard in the city?
Never been. I've been to the one in Compton, right there off of Carlin.
Niggas, y'all's at Taco King or King Taco?
Right there by St. Park. King Taco, right there by St. Park.
King Taco in Compton, and the one, if you from the LA, the one off of San Pedro, it's 2 of them. Them motherfuckers is fire right there.
That shit was dirt, nigga. I was like, what is that? Is that cheese out of a can?
Ramona's, I would say this. I don't know if y'all ever had Ramona's. Ramona's is so overpriced and bullshit now.
Ramona's has died off. It was a
Nigga.
trend for a second. Ain't nobody fucking Ramona's like that no more.
Boo-boo now, bro.
Ramona's used to be good though.
Go to there's a taco truck. It's in front of a gas station. If you be partying in Hollywood, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's called Leo's. Fire. Got some of the best tacos and
heads go
burritos
here,
ever.
bro. Don't
Can't
go
take
there.
this
Fire.
thing. I can't take this
Yeah.
thing.
Don't take no
he
abuse
sent-
from this nigga.
after he sent me to that place, told us this was the best one in the world. Then he didn't even order it. Then ran across the street and said, "This is the one."
That wasn't the one though. I thought it was Leo's.
That was crazy. This thing had me out there 2 a.m. eating some bullshit.
I told
Shit,
Cuz,
fuck
dumbass
my
to
stomach
wait.
up.
I'm like,
He didn't
nigga,
tell me
wait.
nigga. He talking about
Nah,
nigga.
hey, real talk. Fuck with these niggas talking about best tacos. 2:00 in the morning. Go to Jack in the Box. I don't know what it is. Nigga, them 2 for 99 cents.
Fire, nigga.
Fire to
And
the
you gotta get the
motherfucker.
curly fries.
Hey, bro, get a gang of that sauce, nigga. Psh, nigga, go to town for it.
And it's
bro.
gonna clean your system out the next morning.
Oh, yeah,
Only
Straight laxative.
only recommended when you faded. Don't,
That's it, yeah.
Don't just do it on some other
No,
shit.
I said 2 in the morning shit, nigga. If you eating Jack in the Box 2 in the morning sober, nigga, I don't know what the fuck you doing.
I'm mad they don't got the monster tacos no more. They used to have the fucking monster ones.
I didn't know
Now you gotta order like 4 of them bitches.
Nigga,
Nah, I
regular-
didn't like the monster ones though. I feel like they was a little different. The same way they tried to do the mini ones. You ever had them?
I ain't never had the mini
Them
ones,
so-
bro.
them motherfuckers so
I feel
trash.
like-
They ain't even no lettuce in them bitches.
I feel like those are the shit you can get from the grocery store in that yellow box and you just throw them in the air fryer. That's why.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, like the shit you get from 7-Eleven or something. Like
Trader Joe's used to have some
Yeah.
fire mini tacos.
Shout out to Trader Joe's, my nigga. Man, I fuck with Trader Joe's, my nigga. Like they just the freshness, the cleanliness of they grocery store, man. It just slap, man. And then they liquor ain't even in the cage, bro. It's not even locked up. It's out open.
Yeah,
That's-
it's in the cup. You know what? I just found out a lot of food from Trader Joe's be getting recalled. And a lot of food ain't even really food. It's like bioengineered. Because I used to be Trader Joe's, enthusiast.
What about Sprouts?
I fuck with Sprouts. Sprouts be overpriced though. You can find a lot of that shit in different stores for a way lower price.
I just gotta ask this nigga, because you say any grocery food for less.
Food for less is good for like sides. It's not meat.
All right.
Pause. Definitely don't buy no meat from Food for Less, but drinks, milk, little sides, and little oatmeals
What
for
about
sure.
Ralph's?
Yeah, Ralph's is decent, but you gotta find the sales. You gotta find the sales. You gotta look at sales because that's prices skyrocket.
Last
just
one,
like Vons.
Vons.
Same thing. Vons is just convenient, but because
I love
area I
Vons
be
damn
in,
near worse than Ralph's.
but it's high as hell though.
They-
I fuck with Vons.
I like Von's deli section. That shit, like the hot chicken and all that shit.
Oh,
that shit
you
be
know
fire.
what? If you go there, they have like a deal every day where I guess they get too much meat, pause, and they got to put a lot of it on sale. and the only reason I know is because my girl was telling me, nigga, she was in there fighting with a restaurant owner because the restaurant owner will come and get the
Right.
overage and just buy everything out and just take it to the restaurant. So a lot of your restaurants be getting their meat from Vons and shit
Oh, shout out to that.
for sure.
But on to another thing, man. You said something in the group about basically when people pass away, we got to get our shit together. And it was I think it was through Essence. You sent
Yeah, it was related to a topic that you spoke
Yeah,
on with
that
Black
was-
Sam and Nipsey about him
Yeah.
keeping Nip's legacy alive.
So basically, this is Chadwick Boseman and Michael Jamal Warner estates. So basically, I read this whole article that Viral actually sent because we were talking about how to correlate what we were talking about. Black Sam was pretty much like quadrupling the proceeds that his kids were going to get because it was going through probate. That took about like 6 or 7 years. Long story short, get your affairs in order, Black people, because it was things that I was learning in this article that I didn't know. And so basically, when things like this happens, it's 4 things you need to check. When a baby is born, check your beneficiary so you can add it. When someone dies in your family, whether it's a close relative or not, if they were your beneficiary, update it. If you ever get married, add your spouse. If you ever get divorced, take the spouse off your beneficiary. A lot of us tend to forget. And then when something does happen, the person who you may not want to get that beneficiary may be in line to get it. And then on top of that as well, I learned another term. Basically, when you pass away, or before you pass away, I'm sorry, you can go to your bank and it's called basically you can go to your bank and let them know right now if something was to happen to your life. You can ask them for a man, I know. Hold on. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's called a payable on death transfer. And so basically, what it is, you can let them know, like, hey, if anything was to happen to me, my savings, my checking account, allow it to go to this person. And then it creates a lot of confusion and a lot of fighting over your estates and something when you passed away. Now, the good
You mean
thing-
if you don't do it, it creates a lot of confusion?
I'm sorry. If you don't do it, it will create a lot of chaos amongst the living once you transition. But if you already have your affairs in order, you don't have to worry about this. But one thing I did learn with Chadwick Boseman, once he found out that he was battling colon cancer, he never did do all this. He kind of sat there and let it play out. And so now his brother and all of them, his wife, the kids and brother, they're all now trying to fight for the estates of what belongs to who.
Right.
Now, I would say this, knowing that you're battling something, I feel like that should kind of make you want to get your affairs in order due to the fact that, okay, I have something that's aggressive that I need to take care of. Let me get my affairs in order. So
Could have been he thought he already had them in order.
he could, but the people who feel like they're entitled to his estates feel different about what's left.
It should have been good for him to check. I think I got it in order, but let me just look and make sure everything's aligned. I know there was a video on social media going viral, and that made me think about stuff like this. Dude planned everything down to the T, down to his funeral. So he was terminally ill, and he knew he was going to die. So he knew he was going to have a funeral. So he pre-recorded a tape of him speaking to everybody at his funeral.
Ooh, that's dope.
Addressed his sister, his brother, his mom, his pop. Like, he addressed his family, was telling jokes. Like, yeah, I know y'all probably Uncle Tony over there crying like a bitch, man.
Yeah.
But everybody laughing. So I'm like, damn, that's
dope.
genius. That was dope because it made it feel like he was there
At his own.
at his own funeral with the fam, and it made everybody grieving a little easier. So I'm like, damn,
probably
that,
made
that
it
was good.
probably
That's
made it a little more comfortable, and they always got something to go back and watch.
Boom. And damn, y'all cooking on that one. That's actually really genius because even in that grieving moment, just to hear that voice and seeing whether
Bingo.
the body was there, that it just kind of give you a sense of relief. And like you said, you can always replay that laugh, replay that moment to kind of always have a piece of that with you. But I want to ask y'all this now because this kind of made me think. You know, on the obituary, we have a date, our born date, then there's a dash, then there's the ending date. What do you think people will say at your eulogy about you?
I don't know, bruh, because people experience me differently. So I literally have no idea. And I'm one of them people that if I can't afford it, I don't want nobody else to have to bear the burden of spending 10 bands on
No.
the coffin.
You successful. No. We're not about to go there.
No, he just saying.
I'm saying in general.
What do
You-
you feel
you
like in
saying-
general? What does viral? What did he bring to this world? What do you think people will say about
Because
you?
it's different. It's different, like he said, for every person. Everybody else experiences you differently. So it's
course.
like,
What do you think your friends did?
but it depends on where you met me in my life. You get what I'm saying? Because I've done a lot of growing from people that still see me as the wild boy when I was 16 versus where I'm at now. So it can be, like I said, it can be different. Some people gonna have a lot of good shit to say. And
What do
some
you think
people
the
might
good would
not.
say? What do you think? What would you think the good would be said about Messiah?
I don't know, because it's
You don't know the good about you? Bro?
no, I'm not saying that because I'm just gonna be saying what I think of myself.
Right. Like,
You-
I
you
can't
get
think of what you think of me because I may think you think of something of me and then talk to you like, damn, cuz you thought that? Like, you ain't never had that happen? Like, cuz, you really think I think like that? Like, nigga, what the fuck?
I
You
think
know
I'm-
me for this amount of
I
time.
disagree because I feel like when it comes to funerals, bro, people tend to over embellish love. Man, I was just with this dude. We was like tight. I think everybody want to have a story to say and want to make it sound like it was more than probably really what it was. It may be a nigga you ain't probably seen since 9th grade. They'd be like, man, me and Varo was hanging almost every day. I used to hit him up and let him know, give him information about the podcast. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But that could have been true if they depended on the moment of time, where they could be just stuck in that era where they was fucking with him heavy like that. And it's like, yeah, well, I ain't seen you in 10 years, but the memories they have of whoever it is could have been true memories.
All right, so let me ask you
I'm gonna
this.
be
then.
honest. I really don't even think about what niggas gonna think when I die. I try not to even think about death for real because I know your thoughts and death is the power of the
Of
tongue.
course.
It's like a rapper. Everybody who died early, for real, if you listen to their songs,
That's all they
they
talk
rapped about death. From Nip
Who-
to Big to Pac to Stack to Big L to every rapper I could think about always rapped about dying. So I try not to talk about dying when I'm podding, to be for
Let
real.
me ask you this thing. All right, this is a good one then. What would you want your
Nigga
legacy?
just spoke on some bullshit.
No,
yeah,
yeah,
nigga, like, yeah, what you
Nigga
think
spoke
you
that
check
shit
out?
into his
not even
Hell
that. I was gonna
no.
say, what would you want your legacy or your impact to be left in on this world?
Well, that's what I'm building now. That's what I'm working on now every day. I'm building
what would
towards
that
my
is?
legacy.
Sure, you go first.
Oh no, nigga, go ahead. Well, ask me the question. What I want people to say?
What are you getting at? What do you think people would say about you, and what is your initial plans? Because I'm not even big on. I'm more show the world instead of telling the world.
Right.
So
I leave with actions. What I will hope people say about me is, for the most part, I meant what I say and I say what I meant. For the most part, I was a solid person, not necessarily known for much sucker shit. So I would hope they would say I would, being a good friend, a good sibling, son, father, husband. You know what I'm saying? Basically, to the best of my ability. I gave everything I can give to the people who I felt like I cared for.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even give a fuck what they say to me.
Because you ain't
Keep
gonna
it
know.
real.
Yeah.
One, I ain't gonna know. And for two, that's still in a way seeking validation. Like, I hope such and such say, like, I really don't care.
But
it is though. In a way, it's still seeking validation. I want you to say these positive things about me. As long as my kids is straight, that's the only thing that matters to me. As long as the fam's straight, like God forbid, you check today. Would you be comfortable? Like, my kids is good. If the answer is no, then you got work to do. So that's the only thing I care about, is making sure my kids are equipped to be successful adults in this fucked up world when I check. Other than that, I don't think about that.
Because
shit.
I understand what you're trying to say. It's like you want to be revered, but if you content on being a person that if you're the person that you think you are, and these are the things that are people receiving from you, then that's what's going to be said regardless. If you're a loyal person, if you was a loving person, if you was a whatever, because everything is subjective. Good or bad is subjective. You know what I'm saying? So everything is subjective in that sense, and it's more just like most people that's there, because you might get people that didn't like you to show up to your shit. Wow. And then you get people that do, but it's only going to be a select few that speak of you, and the ones that do speak of you, 9 times out of 10, they're going to speak of the good memories.
Well, I'll say this because he brought up the guy doing the video recording. At that point, is that seeking validation because he's comforting everybody to make them feel better?
I'm not seeking validation. I'm doing something that's actually making y'all more comfortable, and I'm thinking bigger because I'm leaving y'all with something, knowing how I'm gonna affect y'all when I leave. I don't even know how much, but let me ease some of that for y'all.
I think he was trying to ease the pain because, funerals is all sad. Like I always tell people, when you check, it should really be a celebration. At least I would want it to be a celebration. And I think that's what he was thinking. Hey, y'all sad. I'm finna make y'all laugh. Because I know how hard losing somebody is.
I think that's the aspect of it is dope. I just think when we think of a legacy, everybody has it can be subjective. What would be your legacy be? And you kind of just limit it to your kids. And this is where I disagree with you as your homeboy. I feel like your kids are your first priorities because that's your lineage. But the way you are on this camera and how many people were impacted, even with just the 50 push-up challenge, to kind of go back, that's just push-ups, bro. And we got people saying, hey, bro, y'all have motivated me just to want to get better at push-ups. Just imagine now how much more have we motivated other people just to change their thinking just a little bit.
I hear what you're saying, I'm not saying my legacy is only what I do for my kids. You saying, do I care about what people say when I'm gone?
No, I'm not saying.
I'm saying no.
What you think. I was just saying.
What I'm saying, that's what I think, because your legacy is what you leave behind in this world, meaning your work. So when we get on the camera and we say, are you useful? Are you of service? If you think about it in history, the people that we remember the most, they provided the most service. Or you either did something that was so treacherous that the world will never let the world forget about it, or you provided so much service, the world will never let the world forget about it. It's two opposite ends of the spectrum, right? Think about the worst humans in history. They teach you about them people. Yep. They did shit so crazy, they never letting the people forget about it. Or think about people like Michael Jackson. He provided so much service with his music, his name lives on forever. So which side of the spectrum you gonna be on?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I'd rather have, because I've been on both sides of the spectrum, but I'd rather be more impacting somebody's life in a positive way than a negative way.
For sure.
If that's the case, and then whatever they got to say about that, then it is what it is. But other than that, when it's my turn, throw a party, go crazy. And I feel like that's another reason why he did the video. Because if it's me, if you going all based off who I am and my energy, I'm not gonna want you sad and shit crying for me. I'm gonna want you turned up, have a good time as if I was there having a good time with you.
So what y'all think about people, cultures like, let's say the Mexican culture? Every year they have the Day of the Dead. Or you have some other cultures I've seen where these motherfuckers go dig the bodies up. and then they bring them back to the crib.
Certain cultures have the body there at the
Yeah.
repast
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I
Party.
didn't see some where they kept the damn near they did everything and kept the body in the house. And
Yeah, like they die in a certain amount of time, they'll keep the body there as if,
They're
you
posted.
still here
Yeah.
type shit. And we'll look at it and go, that shit is crazy. But to
I-
them, they don't look at death the way we do.
yeah, I don't think I don't have a negative look at it no more. And the way people do things, whatever works for them is how I try to look at it, not judge it too much now. Especially after losing moms, it makes you look at the way people treat death differently. Especially when we lost so many people. So then it helps you understand like the Day of the Dead. Yeah, let's do praise them or whatever. I don't even know the definition of what they do on that day. But if that is a day for to praise the people that's not here no more, then I'm with that.
So from
Yeah.
what I've learned from Hispanic culture for the Day of the Dead, it's more so remembrance. So your legacy continue to pass on. You're teaching them about the family members you had prior. I think it's quite noble that they do that. I wish we had something like that in the foundational Black America where we can kind of do that because we don't necessarily celebrate our dead loved ones like other cultures do. So I do love the fact that other cultures do it. I wish we kind of had our own thing to represent the Day of the Dead where we can show our love to our family members and things like that. I know we do small things like
Birthdays.
and or like the anniversary of the death day.
Death
We'll
day.
do balloon releases and stuff like that. But I would love to do something more meaningful where we can continue to learn and pass on our culture and our knowledge of the loved ones that has transpired, transition to heaven.
I
Yeah, they
think
Day of the Dead is November 1st
The day
to the
after Halloween.
2nd. Some say even all the way to the 6th. So that's when you see them dressing up, painting their faces because it's right after Halloween. And you just gather together, celebrate all your dead homies and all your dead family members. It's just like make sure their name lives on forever and never dies.
I think it's more different for us because it's more sentimental on the days that it happened and those people birthdays where you giving them that day for themselves versus just one day for everybody because it's like then who you gonna choose to celebrate that day? I guess-
Everybody celebrate all of them.
Yeah, but then
everybody.
you're gonna have the people that's gonna be, you know how our culture get down. They're gonna be bringing shirts, signs, and it's only so much you can do. So I get it though. Just in one unison, we all mourning our people, or
I think it's
we
cool
revering our people.
when we do it all at once because then nobody's being left out. I know some people may get more love than others, regardless, but it's still giving people their flowers and acknowledging. But let me ask y'all this though: how do y'all feel about cremation, where people be like, "Hey, when I go, do this to my body, and then let me be one with the lake, one with the ocean, one with the tree"? How do y'all feel about that?
Bruh, when I was a kid, I wish my mom was still alive to verify. I told her I love football so much. I knew I was going to the NFL, first of all. I told her, cremate me in my jersey and spread my ashes across the 50-yard line. Like I told her that shit, real talk. Like literally, I don't want no funeral, no none of that. So that's how I felt about it ever since a kid because I always thought, how much a casket cost? Hold on, wait a minute. And then y'all telling me sometimes y'all sell the plots. And then I started thinking, X amount of people die every day. It's only a certain amount of space in every city where you're allowed to even bury somebody, aka a cemetery. Ain't no way they burying all these motherfucking bodies in these places. Where the fuck are these bodies going? Then I saw the documentaries about how they be selling graves and digging people back up and all. I said, listen, just cremate me. Don't even go through none of that, having to figure shit out, throwing fish fries and fuck all
Car
that.
washes, barbecue.
Yeah, I'm cool.
But let me ask you this: do you feel like your body becomes one with that? Say hypothetically you would have made it to the NFL. Do you feel like now your body would have been living on in that football field or something?
I just
like
think everything comes from the earth and eventually goes back to the earth. Every item you looking at in the studio came from the earth. It was made of materials from the earth. That's why they say we're all one, because literally you are. My mom just passed. She got cremated. We just had my niece's birthday yesterday. My sister just showed up with the ashes yesterday. And I'm sitting there reflecting, going, damn, last time moms was here, we was having a party for her, and she was sitting in a fucking chair. Now she's on the table in a box. So it just make you think, like, damn, because I'm looking at it going, this is mom's. You really come from the earth and then go back to the earth, turn back into dust.
It remind me of silly as it may sound, just the Lion King movie, The Circle of Life.
Bingo.
Like, even as a kid, like that had powerful meaning back then. It's just how the lion chased the antelope, the antelope eat the grass, we eat the antelope. It's just one big circle of life.
Like this.
Yeah, and it just made you realize like how precious life can be and just appreciate the ones who got here. But I do feel like this, if I had to be cremated in that manner. I would like to be cremated where something is growing of life, some type of plant or something like that, where I can grow one with the tree, one with the plants, or whatever the case may be, so I can continue to grow in different aspects.
I mean, you just turn back in the soil, but everything is already one thing. So it's like it's really just getting rid of the avatar. Once the guts or the soul is ripped out, then it's over. So
Yeah, because your energy lives on, period.
Yeah.
So the energy, whatever you believe in reincarnation, or if you believe the theory that, once you fulfill your purpose here, now you graduate to the next dimension and you live on there. Or I just learned that they have a law against leaping to other dimensions to see other versions of yourself. They call it quantum leaping. So they put it in different movies. I know if you got kids, the Spider-Man movie where they got the multiverse and he's jumping. So for whatever reason, believing it or not, is documented files that says you can quantum leap.
yeah,
They said every version possible of yourself exists already. It's just on different planes and different multiverses.
Yeah.
You're a millionaire here, you homeless here. You got perfect health here, you got cancer here. Every single option of life already exists for you. That's why they say your goals, whatever you want to be in life, exists already. You just got to get on that vibration to actually live it.
right. They say you already. It's a book by Joe Dispenza called Becoming Supernatural. I didn't finish that book yet, but he talks about quantum leaping and stuff like that. And they also speak about being on a certain vibration. You can't be low vibrational when you want to attract better things in your life. And that's one of the, I'm going to say it is one of the hardest things, because you have to be mentally, physically, and spiritually inclined in one space. And the person who you want to be already exists. The difference of people that become and get to a point, it's like somebody doing music. That version of these industry stars we see already existed, but they finally had to get to that vibration. By them putting in that action and that work, they was able to eventually level up and get there. And that their life, it became that reality.
It caught up.
That's how a lot of people you see, like, I knew I was going to be here, because they already seen it mentally.
Yeah.
And then they got to a point where that version of them, they was already being that version of that person. You get what I'm saying?
I love about these high power conversations, because you just unlocked. I'm reading that book, the Superior Man, of how when it's low vibration, you can't elevate in that high vibration. It's the same thing with feminine and masculine energy. Two feminine energies can't coexist with one another. It's just like two masculine energies can't coexist. You have to have balance. You got to have feminine energy and masculine energies for something to work inside of a household. Same thing with your mindset. You can't be saying you want to be rich, you want to be famous, you want to be all this great things, but still operating in a low frequency.
Bingo.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, and that's crazy, because those are two separate books, but they're saying the same thing.
Right.
Right. It's like Michael Jackson. Everybody know that story. He wrote down who he was going to be before he ever became that. It's because you already have to live as if you're that person. So we like to call it fake it to make it. And they finessed us into believing faking it till you make it was a bad thing, when in reality, that's how you become whatever you want to become. That's why I tell people, okay, when you think about your goals, don't think about it from the aspect of what I want to be in the future. That's how we get finessed. Even from elementary school, what you want to be when you grow up, where you going to be 5 years from now. Every question they ask us is always looking at it from a futuristic point of view. And if you're looking at it from that point of view, you're chasing the future, which never is going to arrive, because the only time in history you can live in is what? The now.
Present.
So you got to live in the present. So whatever you want to be, they tell you, how will you feel if you was to accomplish your goals today? If all the money you wanted, all the cars you wanted to drive, the houses you wanted to live in, all the places you wanted to visit, the women, the men, whatever you wanted to attain in your life, how would that make you feel? Then you could think of an emotion. They say, think from that point of view and feel those emotions every day. That's how you bring that to yourself, because physical reality is the last thing to catch up. Everything on this table, everything in the studio started where? In the mind. It started in nothing, really. And then the physical reality was the last thing to catch up. They had to think about the thought. They had to put the thought on paper. They had to get the materials to try to create it. And the last thing to hit was what? The physical reality. But this laptop existed before it did in the physical. It existed here first. Same thing with your goals. It's going to exist here. The physical is the last thing to catch up. So if you want to be rich, got to be rich of the mind, buddy.
And everything what he just said is, we always talk about the mental. You have to develop the wealth consciousness. If you want certain things, the relationship consciousness, what I mean is like a love consciousness. You have to develop the consciousness for it. If you want to be a person that work out, it's mentally a consciousness that you have to develop for it to work. So, I lost my train. I'm distracted.
I was gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
But go ahead.
No,
sure.
I was gonna say with the physical thing, what I feel like he messed out too was this: the distractions that comes with that. Because at the end of the day, how I can say, just say you want to come up with these headphones. I want to listen to something that I can block out other sounds and just focus on this. And I'm be like, bro, you sound crazy because I can't envision what you're talking about. So don't allow nobody hate or no one who can't foresee what you're seeing to distract you or to knock you off. If you have an idea, continue to work through it because somebody may not see your vision. Somebody may not be able to see your plan until it comes into fruition and becomes the physical form like he just stated. So don't if someone don't understand your vision, continue to pursue through it. Because again, Alexander Graham Bell wanted to talk to somebody that wasn't in the room with them. Next thing you know, we have this thing called a telephone. A nigga would be saying, why you want to talk to somebody that's not in the same room with you? They can't even fathom you want to have a conversation with somebody across the street. They would think you was crazy.
The worst thing you could tell somebody or somebody could tell you is be realistic. Be realistic. Somebody had the idea that, hey, instead of riding horseback for a year and a half, 6 months, we could probably get to another destination in a couple hours if we invent something that can fly. And everybody who only knew how to ride horseback said what? Man, you out your goddamn mind. Be realistic. Being realistic is what traps you because reality is unrealistic. Like Shore said, go back before the telephone was invented when they were using goddamn pigeons to communicate. Do you think talking on the telephone was realistic? No, somebody had to think unrealistically to bring it to reality. Nothing is really unrealistic if you really think about it, how much we got in the world today. Just go back when we had flip phones and or pagers.
Yeah.
Go back in time and have this iPhone. That shit unrealistic back then. What the fuck you mean I can have a computer in my pocket?
Everything is supposedly unrealistic until it happens. The same way you chase your dreams. People don't believe it can happen until it happens. But everything, visualization is powerful. And speaking the word, even when you go back to the beginning of the Bible, how was the world brought up, right? Everything was brought out of the dark. What do you think when you meditate and you go into certain places, it's like a spiritual activity. Let there be light. So you have to bring that from the dark to bring it to the light. And you think about, if y'all know anything about Nikola Tesla, the real Tesla, the things that he practiced, everything he invented or created, he said, I do all the work in my mental first. That means anything wrong with it or whatever, I go over it in my mind before I do anything in the physical. Then he said, I know it's perfect because it was perfect in my mind first. Everything, he got a clear visual for it. They have exercises for it. I actually want to start bringing that to y'all from the Master Key system that I was talking about. And I want to start giving y'all exercises every week, but it's mental exercises. And that's the hardest thing to get, where you do different things every week to get your mind moving forward.
Shit,
so
can you give us an example?
No,
I'm curious.
I'm getting there now. So what I'm saying is, 1 week they might tell you, sit still for 15 minutes in silence. How many people can y'all really do that? If you can sit still for 15 minutes in silence, okay, that's the first thing. And then they might tell you to get a picture. Grab any picture out your photo, out of your photo book, out of a frame. Stare at that picture, and then now go back, sit in the same spot, do the same thing, close your eyes, and see in your mind how much of that picture you can see from every detail. To the trees in the background, to the letters on the picture, or the letters on your shirt, or anything. How good that lets you know how good you are at visualizing things. Because if you talk about something, you can kind of start to visualize it. I could sit here and when you tell a story to your homie, you start describing everything, and I'm seeing it as you tell it. You get what I'm saying? And then it's like, it's a lot of ways I can go with this, but you have to get layers of the mind. To back to what you were saying, if you think about a ship. Now, if you reverse engineer that ship and you go back to that ship being at the dock, or the workers being on the ship, or the flag hanging up, the captain on the boat, and then you reverse, get back to the dock, take the whole ship apart and go back even further now. Was it a meeting of people that to start talking about this before the ship was even created to make this even come to real life? And go before that into the person's mind that thought about even bringing this idea to this group of collective people. That's how far back you have to go, but it all results back to what bro was just saying, to your mind. Because that's where it starts from. Anything we do. And when we came together to sit down today, it had to start mentally first. Then, okay, let me holler at bro, see what he doing, or bro will holler at me, call short or whatever. Let's put all this together, and then we come here and y'all get us on the pod. So the
Facts.
mind is everything.
Facts. Like it's some game I just learned. They
Matter of
said
fact,
when you want to accomplish your goals, use the memory method. So basically, think about your goals as a memory, meaning think about it like it already happened. Back to the conversation we had earlier. Meaning, when you think about a memory, you don't have to convince yourself the memory is true. You know it to be fact because it happened already. Like when you talking on the phone to your homie about the cracking party last night. You don't got to convince him that it happened. You don't have to have faith that it happened. You know it happened. Same thing with your goals. You got to think about it like you know it's going to happen. Because they say what? You have to have faith and then you have to believe. Unknowingly, you have to believe without even seeing or confirming that it's going to happen. Most people want evidence first. Never going to happen. The farmer has the seed first. It don't have the crop. It don't have the tree. No, you have the seed. So your thought is a seed. Your mind is like the soil. You plant the seed, you water that, which is the faith and the actions, and that will grow. A farmer don't come to an empty farm and go, man, when I see crops, I'll start planting seeds. Until I see a crop grow, I'm not planting seeds because I don't believe it's going to grow. That's how most people treat their dreams. If I don't see some type of evidence, I'm not chasing my dream. No, nigga, you got to just start acting. Then the evidence will start to show. Put the seed in the ground. Put the manure on there. Pull the weeds out. Water that bitch every day. Make sure it's getting sunlight. Boom. Eventually, you're going to get the crops. Same thing with your goals. Eventually, you're going to get the goals. But you have to be able to do it without evidence. Because when you make a plan, 9 times out of 10, you're going to reach your goal a different way.
Can I ask you a quick question?
And without and I'm going to say this one thing. Without the evidence is demonstrating faith. And constructive thought with a plan is God in motion. You are God in motion. Your thoughts and everything else, when you're aligned that way, is like God being in motion and working and bringing things together. And then
because I was going to say, the reason it's going to happen a different way because the universe unlocks ways for you to accomplish your goals when they know you believe and you have that faith and you're putting the work in ways that you couldn't even imagine. Our minds are really limited when we think about accomplishing things due to the society constructs. They teach us these formulas in school. And so we only normally have a one-track mind. I want to complete this step. The universe is like, nigga, the step might come from over here. The step might fall from the sky. So you might meet a person on a random day in a random location that got the tool for you to or to connect to reach your goal. And you like, damn, I would have never thought I was gonna meet this nigga.
Or and that's the key point right there. Do not worry about the outcome. Just know that it's gonna happen and you're gonna get there. Because that's our biggest things. You know, like I said, we mentally see things and be like, it's supposed to happen this way. But think of the biggest way you can think mentally, and the universe is on steroids with that, something that you can't even imagine how it unravels. Think about your own life. And when things came where you had small goals, start small with a small goal and work on that, and then watch it unfold, and how that unfolds is going to show you different steps. But go ahead, Short, because I'm gonna let you go there.
No, it was too, because man, y'all, bro, I love these hires because now it was two things, because you said one thing. I was gonna ask you this, Viral, this. Hey, so how you were saying people who don't have faith, what would you give advice for people who want microwave blessings where they want it to come happening now? How would you have them demonstrate patience? And then the other one was, before you answer that, I wanted to say, because you said this, remember how you saying you supposed to be in school and you get a step like this? I hate the fact that we still going off the old school system because, again, we're men. We were once boys. We learn different from girls. Girls can sit there and be patient and stuff like that. Us as boys, we're action-based. We learn by setting an example. That's why when people be saying your kid has ADHD, stop falling for that shit.
Facts.
Stop, because we don't just get here. We're not bots, bro. We're not supposed to sit here and just quiet, teacher teach on the board, on the chalkboard, or whatever they have now, learn. No, we learn by mistakes. We learn by incidents. We learn by touching the stove is hot. Damn, now I know why not to touch that stove. Exactly, where you can learn from different steps, not just the school way. But my question was, how do you tell people to be patient when they want to have microwave blessings?
This the thing. Shit can actually be microwave. It don't have to be hard. But like bro said, you can't have a time in your head that is supposed to happen. Because if you set a time and it don't happen on that day, that minute, that hour, that second, most people gonna what? Give up.
Discouraged. Yeah.
That's why bro said, don't worry about the outcome. You just gotta have faith and know that the outcome is gonna come. I don't give a I know this podcast gonna be successful. I knew this podcast was gonna be successful. I knew we were gonna interview Snoop. I knew we was gonna blow past everybody in this shit. Regardless of how many subscribers we had, how many views we had, I just knew, just work every episode. Like bro said, you one episode away, every episode. So you really just gotta put the work in, bro. You can't think about, damn, the outcome. Is it coming fast? Is it coming slow? That's where you're gonna fuck up at, because that creates doubt. And you cannot have doubt. Doubt's gonna come, but you cannot fester in doubt. Because that was a question I was gonna ask to y'all was, how do y'all deal with doubt?
I got a few things. So, all right, now because I was gonna go back to what you were saying, but how I deal with doubt,
Because I got
no, because this is how I deal with doubt. I talk to doubt like it's a bitch.
Boo!
And but
That's crazy.
Not just any bitch, a bitch I don't give a fuck about. Like, your bitch ass got to get on. You know what I'm saying? As soon as that motherfucker get the creeping, get your ass up out of here, cuz. Like, nigga ain't got no place. You ain't got no business here. You ain't got no reason. It's to the point where you got to do full court press, like you checking somebody walking through your house. Like, nigga, what the fuck? You just show up at the door, nigga? Like, a nigga about to breathe on you.
For sure.
And that's how I talk to myself and get to points, and it's being aware of when that happens. That's the key thing, because if people paid attention how much they talk and a lot of things that you say, how much was negative that came out your mind without you even realizing it, then you will garner your thoughts a little more. You will protect them more, especially when you know how powerful they are. And it's not easy. That's like one of the hardest. The mental battlefield is probably one of the hardest. But you being aware of those things and speaking pure or certain things over yourself, and just understand this too: the things that you project on other people, or the things that when you judge other people or do all these other things, you're doing it to yourself. And I'm gonna get on that another time because it's a little deeper, but everything is a boomerang.
So, because we're such in sync, I do talk to doubt like I talk to doubt like it's a op bitch. Like, I know you's a bitch ass, like you's a bitch ass nigga without your homeboy nigga. Like, I finally caught you by yourself, and I know you not about that life. So I'm not even about to go. So we already know how we deal with those type of niggas. Off tops, we max them out hard as you can. Now, what I will do as well, what I deal with doubt, I would do research on the doubt. I would do research of solution. I would do research on shit. Hell, if I got a chat GPT, Google, whatever the case may be, to overcome that doubt, to come up with a success plan. Because me, I hate losing. I've always been bro, we can talk about the game of dominoes. Just to say, I hate losing. You know anything about me, bro? I will play until I fucking win. I'm a sore loser, bro. So one thing about me, that pain of losing, that shit doesn't sit well with my system. So I will become obsessed of how to become successful or to beat that doubt. So if you want to talk about like a depression or something like that, I personally don't believe in being depressed, due to the fact that there are so many other ways I can distract my mind to not sit and soak and being upset. I can go to the gym. I can go work out, be one with nature, come pod. There's so much other things I can do to get myself out that funk. Read a book, talk to God one-on-one, listen to music. It's so much things I can do to get myself out the situation where I don't believe in it. So I become obsessed with succession. I become obsessed with winning. I becoming how to defeat this motherfucker. I become Batman. I have a game plan against my enemies, even against my fellow brothers. I can destroy anything if I need to. I just become more prepared in life.
I don't pardon me.
No,
I don't act like I know everything. I study and I learn. So it's this dude named Neville Goddard. And he gave me some game about how to deal with doubt. He said, when doubt enters your mind within 30 seconds, first thing you do, recognize that that's doubt. Don't try to make sense of it. Don't try to argue it. Don't try to, damn, where did it come from? No, you just literally, that's doubt. Like a cloud floating in the sky, let it float by. Boom. You just get it out of there. Because when you think about the doubt, even for a minute, that starts to hit the neural pathways in your mind. And then you go from thinking about, damn, Where does doubt come from? Now you start to think about what the doubt is and what that does over time. After a few hours, few minutes, hours, it'll start to lodge itself into your mind as fact. Now you're trying to argue why it's not a fact. So now the doubt is starting to set in like a weed. It's starting to grow motherfucking roots in your mind. That's why he said, don't even think about it. What you do is, like a cloud, let it float by, then think right back to your motherfucking goal. Or whatever you focused on, hyper focus back on that and the steps you need to get to that. Because I used to do like Short said, I would think about the doubt, go, damn, where the fuck this shit coming from? Why am I doubting that? Now I'm going back and forth about the doubt. Whole time my mind ain't even thinking on a goal no more. I'm planting more motherfucking seeds of doubt in my mind unknowingly. So really, you don't even think about the doubt. Now, you can't stop the thoughts from coming, but you can't pause. You can't stop the thoughts from festering in your mind and really just sitting back and thinking days on days on days about the doubt. Don't even try to make sense of it, because that's you arguing with the doubt instead of you focusing on your goals.
Energy flows where attention goes, and this is why you have to have the warfare in your mind. It is a mental warfare, because it's not easy for everybody to just allow that to go by, because I treat it the same way in a sense. And I think all negative thoughts, you should get to that point of doing that, because it'll fester at people. And people, a lot of things, people reliving things from their past, of things that they regret doing or wish they could have changed. And they dwell in that, or even trauma. And it's hard for people to get out their mind with that. This is why you have to practice the meditation. It's damn near like your life depends on it, because it does, because your thoughts create your reality. So you can either treat it like a cloud, like he said, or sometimes I like treat it like a cloud or a projector, because you have mental images and you just got them, let them slide. You just keep letting them slide. And you be aware. You have to be aware to understand. So you're outside looking into, in a sense, where you are not the thought. That's where people embody it. When they hit this in their mind, they think this is what they are. And then every thought that comes to your mind is not facts. You damn near should look at it like it's false, nigga. The devil is a lie. And these things, you know what I'm saying? So understanding and being able to focus on things. But this is the master key, man. I done told y'all about this book 100 times already. But this book is $12 in the US. But the information inside this motherfucker is invaluable. If they could have sold this to $100 to me.
Priceless.
But yeah, exactly. Priceless. But to what you was getting at, Short, I'm gonna just read. Well, then I should have read where I was at. But I'm gonna give y'all one exercise to just say, but I'm gonna read a little bit before. This law is that the specific gravity of any substance is the weight of any volume of it, compared with an equal volume of water. The discovery of this law revolutionized every kind of ocean travel, commerce, and warfare, and made the existence of battleships, aircraft carriers, and cruise ships possible. He's talking about the mind. You will find exercise of this kind invaluable. When a thought has been trained to look below the surface, everything takes on a different appearance. The insignificant becomes significant. The uninteresting becomes interesting. The things which we supposed to be of no importance are seen to be the only real vital things in existence. So basically what he's getting at is that how I was trying to describe the unpacking the ship, once you look at things beyond the layers of the surface, everything that you thought wasn't important, which is important, which meaning your thoughts and your energy and things in that nature. So I'm going to ask y'all a question. I want to see how sharp where y'all at. These get me every time. And what's good about this book, it got to study and answer questions on it. So after you finish a chapter, he gives you an exercise, but he also gives you like a study guide. So the first question he got in here is, what is the imagination?
From what I think an imagination is, it's something that you're vision that hasn't happened yet.
Okay, what you got, Vara?
Yeah, your imagination, I would say it's your thoughts.
So let me ask y'all this then, before I read his answer. What's the difference of daydreaming and imagination then?
I think they're kind of like one and the same, because you can imagine. I think daydreaming is just a time because you're up, alert, and you kind of just, your mind kind of goes somewhere, drift off. That's considered a daydreaming. But imagination is more so like you have an idea, you kind of just getting lost into that thing you want to do, or a trip you want to, you know what I'm saying? You kind of, whatever you're focusing on, that's where your mind's going for imagination.
I like that.
Yeah,
answer.
I think daydreaming is the tool to use your imagination. I think you have to be able to daydream to even use your imagination, because if your mind is always going, it's always active, scrolling, you don't have no time to sit and be bored to daydream, because that's where literally you download all the thoughts from, is out of boredom. All the greatest inventions, the greatest piece of art, everything came from boredom. That's why they say if you have a creative mind, you're a creative soul, a creative person, aka ADHD, you're supposed to give them people boredom, because that's where the creativity comes from.
So I feel like daydreaming is more harmful because, to your point, I believe that daydreaming comes from scattered thoughts, from a scattered mind. It's not constructive. It's not focused on nothing. Some people sit there and get bored and just daydream, and then you can be daydreaming about anything, like I said, to the point of it could be a lot of negative shit you daydreaming about. A lot of women daydream when they man leave the house about bullshit. You get what I'm saying? That's daydreaming to me. And then you get imagination. Imagination is damn like, okay, like you said, what's this idea I want to put together? Can I imagine myself, what we were just talking about? Can I see myself doing this right now? Can I imagine what steps I need to take? Can I imagine? I think imagination created this mic, and daydreaming couldn't create the mic. You get what I'm saying? Like, you have to imagine something like, okay, now I'm downloading from a higher power. I think you download with both, but I think daydreaming is just more off of people daydream about the past, or even maybe the future. Even maybe the future. Yeah, it's too scattered.
Drifting, basically.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say this. So he said, what is imagination? A form of constructive thought, the light by which we penetrate new worlds of thought and experience, the mighty instrument by which every inventor or discoverer opened the way from proceeding to experience. So that was his definition.
So thoughts.
Yeah, but that's what he was getting at, though. But I think more constructive, because he said, what is the result of imagination? The cultivation of the imagination leads to the development of the idea out of which your future will emerge. How may it be cultivated? By exercise. It must be supplied with nourishment, or it cannot live. How does imagination? Oh, then he got the question right here.
See, that was it though. He said it must be supplied with nourishment, or it cannot live.
Right.
So right now, where's imagination in today's society? In the doom scroll society.
I'm gonna answer that real quick. Let me read this last one, because this is the question I just asked y'all, and I didn't even know it was on this page. He said, how does imagination differ from daydreaming? Daydreaming is a form of mental dissipation, while imagination is a form of constructive thought, which must precede every constructive action.
No, that makes sense. When you daydreaming, you just literally, like you said, whatever first thought pop into your mind is like, oh, all right. Yeah. Using your imagination, you're usually working on something, building something. Even as a kid, Legos, you got to what? Use your imagination. You're not daydreaming about the Legos. You're trying to build some shit. Now your mind got to, okay, what can I create?
But it
makes sense.
It made me think, and I feel like a lot of these things they do, you can look at it short. A lot of these things they do, they take away our imagination. Think about kids. They so youthful with imagination, then we start killing it off. Stop doing that. Like, we was able to play with sticks. We was able to play with a lot of...
Jump in a mud puddle.
A lot of stuff. Even I think about when I played sports, nigga. Like, when we was young, hooping, in my mind, when I stepped on the court that day, nigga, I'm going to be Iverson today, nigga. Yeah, or I'm Steve Nash. I'm getting all assists. And in my mind, I felt like I'm about to play just like Steve Nash. I might not look like it, but, nigga, I'm imagining that, and I might have had a good game that day, or just the power of that. And I think a lot of times they start to take that away as we get over, and not just take it away from the things that keep us distracted and everything else. It's like the world of the strength of the world. And like you said earlier, people start to tell you you're delusional or you're this, you're that, if you keep using your imagination. Right. But everywhere you create to get to something, you have to imagine getting there.
Bro, even remember riding in the car with your parents on a rainy day. I just seen a meme where they said today's kids, they get in the car, they got unlimited entertainment. My entertainment was being sad when my favorite raindrop lost the race to the next raindrop.
Or, hey, the condensation on the other side, you can draw.
You're drawing in. That's your imagination.
Yeah. But even then, you would still be out the window. You know what I mean?
Looking at cars.
You probably imagine playing, or you using your imagination for whatever constructive for you. Now, like, I'll be like, damn, you get in the car with kids and they all on the phone. Like, the ride was everything.
Everything. I used to learn where my favorite restaurant was. I started learning street sign. You know, when we get past the Crystal Casino on the 91 Freeway, we almost home.
We almost home.
Yeah, it was little things like that. But it was another thing I wanted to touch on. When you said, how do I deal with doubt? Because I don't want this to slip. Shout out to my favorite boxer, my favorite mentors who I used to love to look up to when I used to read on. Muhammad Ali. Mike Tyson, they had positive mantra. I am the greatest.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I embed that in my, like me, y'all niggas, y'all been around me, bro. I do a lot of shit talking. And that's because for me, that helps build up my mantra of saying I am the greatest. I will not lose. I can't even envision myself being depressed. I can't envision myself. I'm great. I'm too. God has me. I'm a version of God. I cannot succumb to this devil's work. So positive mantras, have those. Some people may not believe it, but I do. I feel like you state it, you say it out loud, continue, you will believe it. Because again, the power of the deaf is in the power of the tongue. If you keep speak all good, that negative it can't live with you. Just like you have positive energy, that negative energy can't be in you if you already flown at a higher frequency.
And you got to learn how to stay in that state, that flow state, even around the doubters. Because when you tell yourself, I'm the best, the person that don't got the same confidence as you or try to tear you down and make you come down to their level and feel like you're not because they never thought they were and they never will think they are. That's why even something as simple as us getting on the video and saying, you ain't a man if you can't do 50 push-ups. The men who knew they can't do 50 push-ups tore us down.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas fake. Y'all niggas ain't doing 50. Why y'all didn't do it in the video? Oh, y'all bitches, nigga. That ain't the only thing that make you a man. We never said that's the only thing that make you a man.
We
never said that's the only.
Look, you ain't gotta have I ain't gotta do 50 push-ups. I got my trigger finger work A1. Like it's little ignorant stuff like, and that was so like when he said it, I laughed because I can hear somebody saying, for what?
And they were saying that, oh, I got 50 all right. Yeah. Like, bro, you could do 50 push-ups and have 50 in the clip. Right. It ain't no either or. Can you fight? You can do 50 push-ups and fight. So now you're trying to take whatever you think you good at to tear down what you not good at.
The negative.
But really, you're saying you can't do it. That's why my only response was, if you can't do the 50, just say that, bro.
I have some work to do.
But it's okay. It's okay. You can
change.
You can work on that.
Yeah, you can change it. You can change your trajectory, bro. And it's okay to be. It's okay to be influenced by other people, bro. It's okay to be influenced. You ain't got to be just like us. But nigga, I can't do 50 push-ups. But by the end of the summer, I will, because shout out to us.
As men, it becomes a different level of respect that people give you when they know that when you work out, because they know the dedication, they know the grind and things that it takes. And to go back with what you were just saying earlier is that you have to put actions behind these things too. Because yes, you can blow smoke to yourself, but you only sit with yourself. You know yourself, and you know if you put in certain action, that's going to give you that strong belief. If you just doing and saying it without nothing ever, you're not going to believe yourself, nigga. And your mind is not going to really want to download and accept that as truth, because you don't even believe the smoke that you putting out.
No, God, so, like you can't lie to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So if you saying, I could do 50, whatever, you can lie online and do whatever, and it don't even matter. But it's like you want that for yourself. That gives you the level of confidence. So when somebody does combat you, 1,000 people can talk shit about how I do my push-ups, but I know I can do it.
I did them, no.
Nothing you can tell me can sway that or change that.
And the fact is, too, when we were talking about like with your son and stuff, what if your kids ask like, Dad, can you do some push-ups with me? Like what things? And you can't do them.
Terrible.
That shit is terrible.
Terrible.
You're terrible.
You're supposed to be your son's first superhero.
And then if you're a girl dad, which we talk about, nigga, how can you be your daughter's protector and you can't even bust 50?
And you're supposed to set the example of the type of man she should go out for.
And this is a proven thing too that we've seen, and I think we talked about before when it comes to the PDF files. They said they go after the men that's weaker or that just women. No, they go after the women that doesn't have a father. And if they see a man that's masculine or strong, they won't even approach.
Abort mission.
Yeah, they don't even think about it.
Their father is dangerous. I don't want no smoke with that child, because there's something's going to happen to me if that father finds out I am fondling with this kid.
And that's why we tell women, it's like, y'all want to be super friendly, especially when you're in a relationship or something else, to these other people out here, and it's not a good look because niggas is preying on you. And that's the thing that y'all don't understand when niggas be telling y'all certain stuff. So, it's free game. It's up to you if you take it.
It's the subtle nuances. That's why you got to have a man around, because we can identify certain things that y'all can't, and vice versa. It's good to take a woman with you on a business meeting. A lot of people don't know that. If you notice, millionaires or billionaire, they always got a woman with them. Some of the most successful men, 9 times out of 10, they're married, because women notice things that you don't, nigga. You be so big in your ego, and she watching the little, when you had your back turned, dude over there, he was, trust me, I done been out. Like, they'll pick your homies out. Yeah, don't trust him. Yeah, I saw him whoop whoop, or he said a little fly shit to your girl. Like, nigga, it's little shit that we be so much in our ego, we don't notice. Your woman to notice, nigga.
I seen that meme. Speaking of this, I don't know if y'all seen it. They had a text message, and it was the bro, and the texts came in at around the same time. So one text, and the bro was like, "Man, I just seen your girl out here doing something else. You got to cut her off, like basically cheating on you." But then the girl text came in and said, "Man, your boy's sour. Your boy's sour. You can't fuck with him no more. Who do you believe?" This one of your close homies. This ain't just like a regular anybody, and this is your girl or your wife.
Okay, so you get two texts at the same time.
Yeah, at the same
One
time.
from your
Both
wife,
talking
one
about
from-
each other though. One is coming in, the brother or the homie is basically saying, "Man, your wife out here, she foul. Whatever the case is, you gotta cut her off, bro. Like she ain't shit."
I gotta talk.
And
to
then
both, bro.
the wife is tapping in saying, "Man, your homie basically trying to either get at her or something, or he on some sour shit. You need to cut him off type shit."
I'm not gonna lie, I gotta hear stories from both to see, okay, which one make the most sense. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to hear stories from both.
Yeah, because
I gotta hear the story. Okay, what was she doing? Where was she at? That way now I could question her. And where you was at around woo woo to see if the story aligned and vice versa with her.
my thing is this: why are they both? Because my question is, why are they both at the same event that I'm not at?
I'm not even saying that they at the same
Oh.
event.
Location.
You just got the text message.
Oh.
At this, so say you got a text at 12:09, 12:10, and they both sent you a text message, and they both was talking about one and the other.
I'm not gonna lie. My first thing gonna be to both of them, why you didn't call me? My girl was out here doing such and such. Why you ain't FaceTime me? And then my okay, the homie tried to get at you. Like, what he said something? Why you didn't call me? Because my girl gonna call. Like, your homie over here, woo, like, it ain't no
Yeah,
way you gonna send me
your
a
girl-
text.
Yeah, your girl's supposed to off top, like, hey, so-and-so tried to holler at me or said a slick comment to me, you know what I'm saying? Off top, she's supposed to say something. But my thing is,
Because what if she says something now because he caught her?
And vice versa. What if he said something because
he really wanna
he
get-
did some shit and he trying to get
trying
ahead
clear-
of it?
Yeah,
Right. That's why I said so. Who do you believe?
It ain't, I gotta hear the stories, bro. Because
Yes.
I had seen something similar too. And a lot of women was like, damn, you lay down with me every night, you gonna believe your homie? Niggas like, man, that been my bro before I met you.
exactly.
So it's
But,
that's tough.
but
that's a
then
cold
your
game,
bro,
huh?
and it could be a situation where your bro has so much envy because he's like, nigga, I want that nigga girl, I want her.
Yeah.
Right.
'Cause you see what I'm saying? Because what he gets out, they're thinking, okay, if she's doing it for him, she'll do it for me. And it don't work like that because we all know as a man, we're all men. But what I do for my woman, it unlocks a different level of love
Right.
when she's fucking
Right.
with me.
And I think
That's tough. That's a tough
I
situation.
think, and it's crazy because people see that and then they want what you got, but it's like, no, I am who I am. Who I am unlocks who she is with me. That's how some people be
I
like,
agree.
oh, how was he like this with you, but he was like this with me? Like, no, bitch, you brought the worst out of him and he brought the best out of her.
Messiah
Yeah.
is he cooking right now,
Yeah.
bro. I really do feel like it's the human nature. Like, that's why sometimes when people be like, hey, nigga, when you fuck with so-and-so, like, nigga, that's my vibe with her at that moment. Like, so my one night stand is somebody's wife.
Right. Like, you
Right.
ever fuck with a chick, the same chick as your other homie, and he came, oh man, her head game was trash. And
But
got
you
her.
get it.
That shit was magical, nigga. I don't know. I brought out a different beast than her than you did.
That's all
It
I'm
be
just
shit
trying to
like
get at.
that.
And bro, it's more so who you vibe with, who you operate with, because I can say something like, nigga, I think the world of her. And another nigga be like, nigga, that bitch,
Right.
she boo-boo. But again, that's who she is for me.
And you gotta be careful what you envy because you see the good in her. You don't know what that nigga dealing with her behind closed doors, though.
Viral. For every nigga who wants to fuck your girl, it's a nigga that's like, man, I can't stand this.
Right.
She give me a reason so I can dip
Yeah,
out.
for every nigga that be like, that nigga a fool for not fucking with her no more. It's like, yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. Like,
Every bad bitch is a nigga tired of fucking her.
You
Exactly.
Think about that.
You think you got something, nigga? Yeah, go
Don't-
ahead and have that.
man, don't
Yeah.
even know. Look, she look good on the ground, but as soon as that camera cut off, nigga, it's a whole different animal that
Yeah.
you got to deal with.
That's a cold situation because I think I might have saw the same.
You probably
meme.
seen the same thing.
I might have saw the same
that-
fucking.
Y'all made me
meme.
think about it when he brought that up, but I was just like,
I'm gonna just say this: who do you give off tops? Who do you give the because what Messiah's trying to ask is tough. Off tops, who do you give the benefit of the doubt to? Off the rip, before you even ask a story, before you ask for each story, who off top you giving the benefit of the doubt to?
It's kind of tough because you know what I mean. I'm like DTA, so it's kind of like you. Do you even get a benefit of the doubt? Because is this a coincidence that both of y'all hit me at the same damn time? Shit, how I know y'all
Yeah,
just
what
both
y'all
on some
on?
bullshit.
And so that's
So
what
now you got to go in and now you got to sit back and think about it and get the timeline, make it make sense. So it's just a lot, and that's unnecessary drama. It's just like you damn near be ready to cut them both off.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at both of y'all weird as a motherfucker
Yeah.
at that point. Now, okay, so it was another post that I saw with what's dude name? He had got canceled for a minute.
And this book, I forgot to tell y'all,
What's
Charles
dude name?
F. Hannum.
Oh, that's Corey Holcomb.
Corey Holcomb.
Okay.
He had cancer?
He been going
No.
in on Jay and them lately.
Yeah. So he trying to get back into the limelight. I want to play the clip because I don't think y'all heard it.
I
Let me
think
see if I
is
can
that the
look it
one
up.
he was talking about Beyonce doing the dancing on the party on the island?
Nah, this
Oh,
ain't
he
that
went
one.
crazy.
So
Already
let me see if y'all got your
Let me
headphones and turn
remind
it up.
You don't
I'm gonna play
need
this clip and
permission.
see do
You
y'all
You don't
agree.
need evidence. You don't need anyone to agree with.
Oh, that was the
That was
bars.
the high
Hold on.
power
Yeah,
shit.
let me turn
I'm
it
like,
up. Okay, so
a baby by a woman you have no love for, you're cursed
Yes.
because they want you to love the baby. And if you're a person with a heart, you're naturally going to love the baby. But guess what? If you don't have love for the mother, a lot of times you can walk away from the baby. Nobody says that. If you don't have love for the mother, if this is just somebody you got pregnant and she's a nuisance, you can act like the baby isn't even part of your world.
Yeah, you don't have to take custody
That's what I'm
of
saying.
any
And
baby. Now you have to pay child support if they take you to court.
whatever they do, whatever you get out the court.
But you're not required to spend any time with that baby. And unfortunately, you have women who use these babies and these kids as leverage, and they end up weaponizing the babies,
Of course.
poisoning them, and so forth.
Of course.
And it's just a situation that every man deals with all around the
If
world.
I don't love you as a woman, I can walk away from anything that comes out of you. Any words, children. If I don't love you, I have the power to do that. I'm not necessarily.
okay, so the
See,
gist of
Cookie,
it, he
this-
says, if you don't love the woman you had a baby with, it makes it easy to walk away from the baby. What y'all think about that?
I just
Y'all
think
agree with that?
I'm gonna say this. I disagree. I disagree because regardless, you did what you did and you put the baby out here, and the baby didn't ask for that. And for you not to be a father to that baby, when you didn't love her, but you risked your life going raw and having a baby with her, and now she's a nuisance now. Was she a nuisance when you was fucking her? But it's kind of fucked up because Corey Holcomb's story, he's been through the ringer with women. So he has a different growth and a different mindset when it comes to dealing with women. And he know how treacherous they can get.
I'm gonna be honest.
So I think in that sense, yeah, I get what he's saying. But far as him just doing that and just, I don't know, man. I don't
I'm gonna
see
be
that
honest,
being-
bruh. I got 2 kids. That's some bitch ass nigga shit to say. And that's some bitch ass nigga shit to do. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Everybody that had baby mama drama, if you could walk away from a kid you created because you don't love the bitch no more, you a bitch ass nigga and you never even love that kid because that is your kid. That's not the woman. Trust me, I done been through the ringer as well, nigga. I don't put my personal business out there, but whatever you think you dealing with, nigga, I done lived it and gave advice to other people on how to navigate it. Never, not one time in my life did I ever think, oh man, I don't love this bitch. Fuck them kids. I might have been like, man, fuck that bitch. I'm trying to
Right.
get my motherfucking kids. I know what this motherfucker try to poison your kids against you. Listen, I done been through all of that, bruh. If you think about leaving your kids at any point, you a bitch ass nigga to me. Period. Now, if they're grown and she done poisoned them to the point where they don't want to fuck with you, that's one thing. But if they're still kids, bruh, you gotta let them know the truth. And then hopefully the truth will set them free. Cause I don't believe in that. God, Mocha, you gotta get up out of
I
here.
don't know why they let her back here.
Yeah. I don't believe in that. Wait till they 18 shit and then they'll know the truth. Bro, it is too late by then. Don't be letting your baby mama poison your kids from 7 to 18 and think at 18 they're gonna see the truth. No, bruh. They gonna already be poisoned beyond repair.
Some niggas' kids be poisoned before that.
I know that. That's why you gotta You got to combat the poison with the truth. So while she telling your kid, your son, your daughter some bullshit, sometimes you got to show them receipts. Sometimes you got to show them text messages. Hey, y'all remember on your birthday, your mama said I didn't want to pick you up? Look, this is me texting her and she saying, bitch ass nigga, you can't never see the kids again. Sometimes you got to peel that Band-Aid off and you got to really expose who the fuck she really is.
All I'm going to say is this.
Sure, because you had a different perspective, right?
I understand where Corey Holcomb's coming from because I'm going to say this. It's more nuanced to that, Byro, and you know this. It's everything against the man, bro. And I'm not saying walk away off the rip. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is once as a man, you do everything you can do. You try to go to court. Because I've been in a situation. I will put my personal business out there. I've had 50-50 tie breaking authority, legal custody authority. And the women don't show up for the custody exchange. They not showing up. So the sheriffs, you go to their house. Hey, I'm here to get the baby. Yeah, they can't make the kid come out. It gets to the point where these kids aren't really the men. You got to be, I'm going to say this before I even get into that. Be careful who you have a kid with.
Facts.
Get to know the bitch before you call yourself loving it, shout out to Biggie, and having a baby with her. Please.
Facts.
Find out her lineage. That's what I'm telling all men. Before you even have a baby with her, see if she had a father growing up. See how does she feel about raising kids with you. Does she feel like an independent woman can do it all by her? Stay away from those. Believe in women that believe in gender roles and that believe in having a father in their kid's life. Now, back to what Corey was saying is this. I understand because I've been in situations where I'm fighting, I'm going to court, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. You go into the custody exchange place where you're supposed to pick up your kid and then the woman's not showing up. Then you try to reach out to your son or your kid and they not answering the phone or whatever the case may be. It can be exhausting where it's just like, dude, it can put you in a depression where you just like, you know what? I need to just walk away from it because it's causing more damage to my life than it is good. I'm not saying fuck the kid, but I got to remove myself from the situation because now I'm getting to a point where I don't feel like I'm enough as a father because I'm doing everything I can and the system's not helping me, whether it's the sheriff's station, whether it's the court, whether it's the lawyer. And so I've seen people, and I understand their perspective where they're like, look, I'm going to save these receipts. I'm going to show that I was coming to the sheriff's station or the custody exchange place. Get my paper saying, hey, I was here. Your mama didn't show up. But when we 18, I'll explain everything to you until that child's old enough to understand, like, hey, I'm here for you. I'm always going to be there for you, whether it's birthdays, holidays, or my time to be there for you. But right now, I can't do it because your mother's making the situation difficult.
I'm going to keep it G. A bitch ain't beating me at nothing. Period. As competitive I am with niggas, a female's not beating me at nothing. That's including the court. So I understand the fight. Personally, bruh, I understand. So a nigga can't really tell me shit because I understand. Live life experience as well. And you have rights. A lot of niggas don't know because a lot of niggas get emotionally charged, sometimes more than these women, because they know that's the one chess piece they could use to hit a nigga here. But that'll throw this off. But you can't let them throw this off, gang. You have rights, fool.
Did you feel that way before you came out victorious? Did you feel like you
yes, the fight was gonna go on. The fight, in my opinion, as long as your kid alive, that fight supposed to go on as long as they breathing. The bitch should never win. Even if you lost, you could come from an uphill battle, like I said.
No, you can't.
One day.
It's hard, though.
One day, when I give my autobiography, I'll put all that out there for y'all. It's a little too early right now. But listen, I know about triumph. That's why I'm telling y'all. You can win even when you lost at first. Because what happens is, we don't believe in courts.
So what's the key to winning?
Especially as street niggas, we don't believe in courts. Family court ain't snitching. That's number one.
It's not.
Family court ain't snitching. That's the one key thing that fuck most niggas off. I'm not bringing receipts. I'm not bringing text messages. I'm not bringing evidence. I'm not telling on the bitch because they think it's snitching and they lose their kids. They put the street code, which don't apply in family court, over their kids. That's number one. Number two, they give up. Oh, man, I'm tired of going to court. I done had 10 court dates. They keep pushing the court date. I'm not going. Boom. They got fatigued and they gave up on their own fucking kids. I'm telling y'all because I seen it and I done had homies do the shit and I had to tell them niggas, man, you being a bitch, bro. You need to go to court, bro. Them your motherfucking kids. You finna let that bitch win? She's stronger than you? So that's number two. Number three is, like I said, when you have evidence, that means something in court, bro. Don't never let nobody tell you otherwise. Women typically will give you evidence on them. Like he said, she's not showing up to the parental visits. When y'all supposed to exchange the kid, document it.
Yeah.
Document it. Every single time. When you're supposed to get your phone calls, your visits, she don't show up, all that's documented. Text her. A no response is a response.
And there's
that's
an app
documented.
called Talking Parent app. Use those as well.
Yeah, use them instead of, if you can, get the Talking Parent app because she has to respond because those go straight to the courts. But even if she don't, 9 times out of 10, a female gonna just say however she feel in that moment. Bitch ass nigga, you ain't gonna never see your kids. Bitch ass nigga, you see them when I want you to see them. Document that. Print that shit out. Keep a file of everything, all the money you send, everything. On the court date, when you show that to the judge, and the judge go, hey, on February 15th, y'all was supposed to exchange that day. Why you didn't show up? And she's sitting there like this. Oh yeah, that's gonna count.
And when you say send money, let's clarify. Do not give cash. Have things with receipt, Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, whatever the thing that you can, and then you can leave a memo or a note.
Track it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell y'all this: clothes, shoes, those are considered gifts. That is not child support. Child support is daycare / private tuition for school, being on your medical, being on your dental. All that's considered child support. Buying clothes and shoes is not child support. Those are all considered gifts. So anytime you are giving money to schools or daycare, make sure you put that in your Venmo or Cash App or Zelle, daycare, childcare, whatever the case, or school. Make sure you put it for that. Because again, like you said, terms are very dangerous. If you're just saying, hey, for clothes and stuff, that's not considered child support. Those are considered gifts. And those are separate from child support.
Well, this is what you do. What he need, what she need, I'm going to go get it.
You can do that as well.
I'm going to advise you from giving money to the bitch, period. Whatever they need, I will pay. Because usually, if you're going 50-50, school supplies or whatever, y'all got them in football and y'all paying for the sign-up fee, pay your half, I'll pay my half. I'm not sending you the fucking money. That's what I'm not doing. I'm not handing you the cash. That's what I'm not doing. Whatever they need, I can go get and have a receipt for myself. I'm not trusting you into saying, oh, well, shit, he just gave me that money. Now you got to prove it.
But I'm going to just say this too, Viral, because we talked about this so many times. The court system is meant for the men to fail. So I understand why men get discouraged. What I'm saying is this. Don't quit. Be there for your child. Don't walk away. But I understand if it's causing that much drama to your life, if you say, hey, I need to take a step back. Don't quit on your kids. But if you need to take a step back for the moment, by all means, to regather, regroup, reset, by all means, do what you need to do.
What you mean by step back?
What I mean by this, continue to get your evidence. Because again, let's just be real. You can't go to court tomorrow. So what you do is continue. Say if you're getting your kid every other Friday, or let's just say every weekend, and she's not showing up, continue to go for about a month and a half, 2, build all that shit. Because now, well, one weekend you can be like, hey, it was an emergency. That's why she didn't show up. She can lie for that one. But for 2 months, 3 months, now that you have everything in order, there is no fiddling out the situation. So sometimes you got to let it play out. So you got to sit there and sacrifice those moments of not seeing your kids, of not being there, so you can get the bigger case. That's what I'm gonna tell you. That's what I had to do.
I feel like,
and listen, bro. Let me tell you this.
Let me say this, because I feel like y'all. It's like y'all about to compete right now.
We're not competing. We talking from experience. The niggas that got a kid now because you ain't got no kids.
I know,
bro.
but I'm outside hearing it, and I'm hearing it from how they hearing it.
No, the niggas who got kids is gonna feel what we saying. The niggas who been through it, they gonna feel what we saying.
And that's why I was just saying reset. More so build your case up. Allow that shit to, like,
because a lot of niggas think when the money is taken, it's gone forever. I'm telling you, you can get your money back. Child support money, quote unquote, that's taken, you can get that back, bruh, if you prove it was taken negligently. I'm trying to tell you, bruh. Niggas won't tell you that side of the story because most niggas give up. It might take you 2 years, but you can get your money reimbursed because a lot of bitches get money from niggas, have your check garnished before you even seen the first court date. A lot of women move the courts to another court, and by the time you got the motherfucking notice in the mail, she done already got everything from the judge because you didn't show up, because you didn't even know the court date existed. But guess what? There's processes. The reason they do that is because when they take money from the dad, the court gets paid. So the court makes it the easiest possible for the woman to get the child support. But as a man, you got rights and you can get them back. Every Tuesday and Thursday, they got motherfucking attorneys down there helping you fill out the self-help, helping you fill it out, bro. So if you ain't got money out your pocket for an attorney, which I would advise even getting because you really don't need them. All they do is collect information, listen to your story, and go repeat it to the judge. Family court's not like criminal court, bro. The judge actually listen to what you're saying. You don't need to know medical law terms or none of that shit. It's you got proof to line up with your story. That's how you win. You don't really need an attorney, bro.
You don't, but I would say get one due for the fact that because most of the time the women don't have it. And when you have an attorney, your case gets seen first, and then the judge looks at you different with an attorney when she doesn't have one. The only reason why, when I did like that, I got way more respect, and I basically got what I wanted.
I'm saying for the niggas who don't got the bread.
I
most niggas ain't got the money.
And if they don't, self-help is good. There's a lot of free advice too. I think it's 1-800 father custody. If you Google something like that, they'll give you all the things you're supposed to do because we do have rights. But I will say this too as well. If you have a job with insurance, make sure your kids are on your insurance because that shows that you're taking care of them even not in your custody. So if they need to go to the doctor or to the dentist, all that is being calculated toward the child support so you won't have to pay directly money to child support system itself. Do those type of things like that. So then it won't make it sound like mom is taking care of the kids solely.
But like you said, the best thing to do, actually do your history on the woman you dating. That way you don't got to go through none of this shit. Prevention. Meet her pops. Hopefully she had a dad in her life. Like you said, try to avoid the women who didn't.
Yeah, that's real talk. Because I'm big on now. No, well, I'm married now, but what I'm saying is this. Moving forward from that situation, how do you look at the father in your life? And if you didn't have a father, how do you look at a family? How would you want to raise your family? What if this doesn't work out? How do you feel like a custody agreement would? I've had these conversations now moving forward. If it wasn't, do you feel on, week off? There's 52 weeks in a year. Divide that, that's 26. Is that fair? 26 for me, 26 for you. When we go week on, week off. Start having these uncomfortable conversations, just not knowing, oh, her ass is fat, nigga, the head fire. Nigga, I'm about to bust in this bitch. Now you get a bitch that got a baby, and now she's like, no, you ain't gonna never see him because she's just emotional and she get up and move and you don't ever see your kid again. You're like, well, fuck that bitch. Now you getting this bill, like you said, out of nowhere, they're garnishing your check or your income taxes or whatever the case may be.
I'm gonna be honest. That you got to think about that bouncing for the kid too is exhausting, especially if they're in school. So 9 times out of 10, my opinion, I'm always say they should go with the dad. That's just me. But let's say moms is closer to the school than pops. Maybe they need to spend a little more time there so they ain't got to be bouncing around, but you can still make the custody even. Like, okay, summertime, Friday, you feel me?
Or you can do it from Friday. Look, like you say we go for your example. Mom live closer to the school. Okay, for sure. Friday afternoons, after school, dad should be able to pick up. Then he should be able to have from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday morning, he drops off or have someone drop off to school. Then mom can have him after school from Monday all the way down.
That's a good one too.
That's how you got to, as a man, you got to come up with those.
Do y'all think that's enough development for kids or just getting weekends?
No, fuck no. When they're little, it's okay. When they're little, as well, I will say this, with young boys, I feel like the older they get, the more of their father they need. And with little girls, it's cool for them to be around their mother, but they still need to see a man in their life.
I'm gonna be honest. If you're a working parent, you only gonna get about a weekend worth out of your kids for a week anyway. Realistically, if you add up the hours of time spent day to day, free time.
Yeah, I agree.
When you add them up, it's only gonna equal up to about a weekend anyway.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily thinking about free time because I'm thinking about habits that you instilling. Because even if me seeing you deal with your kids, even if you at work, but when you come home, it's still certain things you keep intact with them, keeping them doing chores, keeping them cleaning up, keeping them doing their homework, keeping them certain things. So what I mean is, just the weekends, most times it's gonna be all fun. Yeah, exactly. The real life shit is not gonna be really embedded.
And that's why I was saying, with boys, especially when they age, young boys thrive in kids in general thrive in structure. I know y'all probably don't want to hear this part because it sounds like we're being the bad parents. Children thrive in structure. When they wake up, wash their face, brush their teeth, make their bed, uniform laid out the night before. They tend to do better in school because now they don't have to think. They already know they have a program of what I'm supposed to do. This is what dad expects out of me, and then I do it. When you have a kid who just, my mom does everything, and they have no structure or whatever the case may be, they live in chaos and they don't know.
They wait until they're told.
Exactly, rather than just understanding this is what I'm supposed to do.
Because
Nah, that's a
even
fact.
as a kid, you get tired of hearing your parents. So by the time they done embedded and beat it in your head so much,
I don't want to hear.
I don't want to hear. Let
just
me
get
get
it
my
done.
shit done. Yeah,
Exactly, bro. And men, again, most men, we tend to set the structure and the pace of the household. Moms, they're more of the nurturer for the most part. Again, I understand this is a new age of parenting, but women typically are the nurturer, the homemakers of the house, the chefs. Men, we bring the discipline and the structure in the household and the balance of, okay, we're doing this, this, and this. We set the tone, and then everyone else follows.
And don't get it wrong, it is women that know how to lay down the law.
They can. They
Yeah.
can. I'm just saying in general, though.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Hey, so look, let me ask y'all this, right? I meant to ask this the last episode, right?
Go ahead.
We all go out to eat. What do y'all think about the industry standard of tipping regarding your bill, the cost of your bill? So say you got a cheap meal, the percentage that they want for that meal is less than if you was to order $200 worth of things. Now it's the same server, same table, same restaurant, just more food on your plate. Now they want more money. Me, I don't really agree with that. Just because I ordered $100 more than the table next to me, I'm supposed to give the server more money? I don't even like tipping culture, period. I love the countries that tipping is banned. I think y'all need to go to the corporation to pay them more, not the fucking customer that's living check to check. Oh, if you can't afford it, don't eat. Bitch, motherfuckers work hard all week long to be able to afford to go eat because they don't have extra money to give to your server rather than give to their kids or their wife or their husband or their mom or their daddy. They're not supposed to be able to enjoy eating out. No, look at the fucking restaurant corporation and ask why they're not paying their workers livable wages. Why the fuck are you telling the customers to pay the wages? Do I have ownership in this fucking business if I pay their wages? Do I have stocks? Can I pull money out? No, you don't get shit. So why is it our responsibility to make sure the servers are eating? That makes no fucking sense.
Making it. I know we didn't talk about this tip culture shit plenty of times. It's just more. I don't mind when they earned it. Like you get a nice waiter that serve you, make sure everything's straight taken care of. They checking on you. I think in that sense, I think most people are going to want to tip them anyway because you made my experience better than what it could have been. Versus people, you get the people that the food might be cold, they ain't huffing and puffing about you exchanging it or shit like that. Then yeah, you earn your tip. But when I know what you're talking about, like it might be 16%, 25 or something.
Yeah,
based on how much you spent on your food, they're calculating on how much of a tip the server should get. They're not giving you no extra drinks. They're not giving you no extra food. The menu on the item was more expensive.
Whoever spends more got to pay a bigger tip or less tip.
Yeah, so like say you went out, you bought food, right? And you spent $600, but y'all ordered the most expensive things on the menu. He didn't go get no extra plates. The food you ordered was just more expensive. If you was to leave a normal tip like you ordered a $20 plate, they'll call you cheap. They'll be upset. Nigga, you ordered $600 worth of food and you left $20?
I mean, at that point, you got to stop caring what people think because I still just put $600-700 in y'all that y'all wouldn't have had. Yeah.
But it's frowned upon is what I'm saying. Do y'all agree with that being frowned upon? To me, that's crazy.
I don't agree. I don't even be mad if some people don't. Like, there's a lot of people I see that with bread that don't tip just off of GP and saving their own fucking money. But I just look at it too because if that's the case, everybody in every job should be able to complain about a tip. If not only restaurants, nigga, you getting served in the grocery store, they bagging your shit up right or whatever, they should get a tip for that. If that's the case, everybody in the world should be getting tipped for their services. What makes this service? Because they handling your food better than anything else. People at AutoZone, when they come fix your car or do the things to check your shit, they should be getting a tip. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I say like a tip is that's from somebody that's from their heart and they like to do that. Because like I say all the time, we grew up, my mom's tipped to everything she did, even when she didn't have it. Regardless of what we got, a small meal or a big meal, she damn near embedded that in us to make sure you do it. But I didn't always agree when she did it either because it was like, nah, you didn't need to. They didn't even deserve that tip. So I just think it depends, but I don't agree. I don't care if it's frowned upon. I don't care what the fuck you think of me at that point.
I hate the fact he answered because I feel like he's so.
I hate when niggas do that.
So listen, I'm gonna say this. I hate the fact that we relegate tipping to restaurant. Period. My thing is this. I don't even like calling it tipping. I call it a blessing. If the waiter or waitress is doing a phenomenal job, like say for an example, my food comes out cold and I complain like, hey, look, this shit ain't all. Like say if I order a steak and I ask for a medium well and they bring it out well done, A good waiter from my perspective, be like, hey, look, go ahead and keep it. We're going to bring you out another one.
Yeah.
Off
Facts.
tops, okay, I love that because now it's like, look, we made a mistake. Go ahead and keep that on the house.
Yep.
We're going to bring you a new one. Now I won't mind giving you a blessing. But I hate the fact that we don't keep the same energy to other jobs like the roofer, the plumber, the sanitation workers. Hell, when people take public transportation, when you hop on the metro, are you giving the bus driver or the train operator a tip for getting you out there safely? We don't ever
Right.
think to tip those people where our life is in jeopardy. We may possibly do it to Uber and taxi now, but that's something newer. I'm talking about in general. We don't tip the AutoZone worker. Like, say if you go to a spot and they give you an oil change, you don't never be like, hey, mechanic, here's an extra $10 for
Right.
getting me in and out here faster. We never think about that. We only keep it to food only. And I hate that because the world itself deserves a good job or a thank you. But we don't ever fault the business for it. Why isn't the business paying enough for the workers to them to have a substantial
Or they're
amount
not
of
even
wage?
expecting a tip.
Exactly.
Yeah. But they're grateful when they get one.
Yep.
But that's what I'm getting at.
One thing I did learn in restaurants, and I don't know if anybody, y'all can try that, and I did practice this a few times. When you get your waiter, tip before you get anything. Because when you tip them before, it's like you're ensuring already
Good service.
Good service. Yes.
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
I seen somebody rich say that.
Yeah, no, I learned that from I don't want to get the line. It might have been Jim Rohn. It might have been him. And I started practicing that myself. And
Did
it
you
does.
notice that?
No, you do make a difference, but you got to practice doing it before and after.
I've never
you
done
know?
that before, and I'm gonna do that sometime
Bro, where's
this week.
fly come from?
Hey, relax, man.
No, I'm saying I just said
I ain't
fly.
gonna lie, that shit right here. is
Bro,
getting
that
my
shit been
nerves
going
too.
crazy.
Like,
I
I've
don't know
been
where the
waiting
hell
for
that
it to
came
land
from.
so I can
Hey.
kill it.
But I will say
Have that door.
that's what I mean by what you question, Short. Why they don't talk to the business? Think about your favorite restaurant, 5-star. How much do they gross a year? Millions and millions of dollars. Yet they're never questioned on paying livable wages. The reason y'all feel sorry and tip for waiters instead of a plumber, because in your mind, you know, shit, the plumber getting a bag. What I'm tipping him for?
Exactly.
And you thinking the waiter, man, they're not getting nothing. Why don't we make them get livable wages? Why is nobody looking at the corporation that's profiting millions of dollars a year, but paying them fucking $7 an hour?
What's
And then we got to fill in the rest. That makes no sense.
And what's crazy, the waiters are literally the ones keeping that restaurant afloat.
Right.
Without them, that business is nothing.
It's
The-
cooked.
The people, the cooks, you ain't talking about sending this tip back to the nigga that's cooking your food. You ain't doing none of that.
I think they got to share, if I'm not mistaken.
If
I
you
know.
if you
I
put
know.
it if you
Yeah.
put it on your card, now they got to split it. That's why they prefer the cash, because then they get put it in their pocket.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, but it's kind of wild, and it's just like you said, better wages all around. It just needs to be that in general. Then it's like these business owners don't even care enough about their workers to even pay them a wage that they can live off of. It's like a means to an end at this point because they're just trying to get by.
Even barbers. I never even thought about, I mean, I tip my barber at times, you know, when they do a hell of a good
Yeah.
job. But you know what's crazy? Those should be the main, like beauticians and barbers should be the main one, like, for that, I would think that should start there, then the restaurants. Cause like you said, bro, right now, nobody could even afford to eat at a time. Remember during the pandemic, everything was takeout. You couldn't even sit in restaurants. So wasn't nobody talking about tips then. But I will actually, Masai came up with a good point. Let's try tipping them first, and I'm pretty sure you'll get great service. And then you don't even have to worry about tipping at the end. If you just slide them, I'll say, what, $20? Just like, hey, man, here, thank you for being our waiter. Off tops, you'll probably get some of the best service. I haven't done it, but it sounds like a really great idea. And I'm going to try that.
Nah, for sure. It'll be worth it, for sure.
Nah, definitely. I'm waiting on football season. I don't know about y'all. I know everybody talking about LeBron, but I'm definitely waiting on football
Preseason start
season.
next week, right? Or this week, don't it? Don't preseason start this week?
Something like that, August something.
Shout out to the Rams, though. I know y'all see us loaded up. The 49ers panic. They just signed Deebo Samuels. They heard the rumblings through the grapevine that was finna sign him. They hurried up and signed him.
Debo back in Frisco, huh? Well,
He is, but Debo low key, I don't know.
He's ass, bro.
they're-
Past his prime, nigga.
They're hoping they can get the Debo they had before, but they should have never got rid of
they
him.
should have never got rid
Who
of
they
him.
should have went and got before all that Miami shit. They should have went and picked up Tyreek Hill or something before he did all that shit in Miami. But shout out to Philly. Shout out to the Eagles. We coming back. The underdogs again. Go bring out the underdog mask because they love to hate us. I don't understand how Jalen Hurts is still in these conversations with these other niggas that's losers when he's almost a two-time champ. He will be a two-time champ. Let me say that.
All I'm saying is we're predicted to win everything. That's all I'm saying. So y'all could, oh my God, they bought a Super Bowl. Bitch, everybody bought one technically. You mad that our team got, better money management than y'all team? Like this LA, bro. Like fuck y'all mean.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
He know he
I'm
don't
excited.
believe.
I'm
That's a nigga-
Everybody buys
Hey.
a Super Bowl, bro. You have a salary cap.
Sure, let me
You have X amount of money,
That's what
and
it
you
is.
pay for your players. You get the contracts. You did pay out the money. We just did it better, nigga.
I'm gonna just say this: Rams, they are a favorite to win the Super Bowl off tops because
Favorite
Vegas,
from who?
if you go on Vegas odds right now,
Facts.
they are a favorite to win the Super Bowl. You put the least amount of money, the most amount of money down because they're a favorite to win. All I'm saying is this: if the Rams do not win the Super Bowl, nigga, we are on your ass, my nigga. Because if Aaron Donald comes back, you got Aaron Donald, you got Myles Garrett. That D-line alone, bro, that's two people because you got a center, two guards, and a tackle. If that's two people guarding both of those dudes and you have one man on a one-on-one, nigga, y'all should be getting like damn near fucking 10 sacks a game, bro.
They talking about Vita Vea.
No, Vita not coming.
Vita
Vita
Vea.
not
We
co-
got
you
to
know,
make a
you know why
spook,
Vita,
nigga.
you know why Vita not coming? Real talk. Vita's not coming because we're going to pay Vita. He just did it because, like every great player, hey, bro, I want to get paid. He's seen Dexter Jackson getting the bag. Old boy from Tennessee get the bag. Vita's not going nowhere. But I am looking forward to college football as well because with now the whole mix-up of
Moga.
NIL, and now they I don't know if y'all heard, they changed it where now college students only can transfer one time now. They can't go from USC to UCLA to Michigan to Ohio State off. No. Once you make that one transfer, you're stuck.
I agree with that.
I do too.
I
agree with
don't.
that.
Why you say that?
Let them niggas choose their own route. If a nigga got the money or whatever, he can do.
Well,
to
now
change-
they getting
to
paid,
change-
though.
I know, but if you getting paid, then yes, you basically under a contract. You shouldn't be able to leave regardless. But there's a lot of them niggas. And I think about my nigga Jalen Hurts. If he wasn't able to leave, there would be no Jalen Hurts in
So
Philly.
you could leave one time.
I
you
know,
only one
but
time.
once. But fuck that, because
But
you
Jalen
might.
only left once.
I know, but I'm only saying that because if you leave once and you get to a team and something else happens, then you just stuck. Like if the chemistry ain't right or some things, you might get benched or something, and then now you had no chance to go operate somewhere else where somebody else would probably accept you.
I just felt like this. When it comes to this NIL money now, these are things that we punish Reggie Bush on, the USC team on. Now, now they get in the bag. So now it's no longer amateur sport. You have to do it like a business. You're under contract. And any NFL team, let's just use Myles Garrett. Nigga can't go to no other team unless the Rams allow him to go. Once you sign in with that contract, you locked in because now this is a business. Same thing with college players now. You locked in with the school now, bro. You can't be sitting up here, okay, I want to do this off emotions because the coach don't like me. I'm not getting enough playing time. No, lock the fuck in, ball out, nigga, get this money. If you that guy, go ahead and get your $800,000, $900,000 a year, ball the fuck out and do what you need to do because once you get to the NFL, now rookie rage scale kick in, you ain't gonna be able to like, oh, I ain't gonna play because I want to make more money. No, you got to play out that rookie contract. They're training you for the pros.
I'd rather them open the portal up, okay, bounce around, but ban holdbacks. Cut the holdback shit out.
Yeah,
that's the
what I
shit
would do.
that's fucking the game up. Because you might got people that got real talent, kids that got real talent for their age bracket, but they're going against kids that's 3-4 years older than them. And then this kid on the field acting like he balling the fuck out. Nigga, you supposed to be balling the fuck out. You got 4 years on these damn kids. You damn near a
Facts.
grown man acting like you balling the fuck out. You're not balling, bro.
Niggas be feeling good about themselves.
Because
for
when
that
I
shit,
put
too.
you with your age range, you're average.
You're trash.
You only
probably.
stand out with these kids, which is why you held back. Oh, development and this and that. Man, I'm not hearing that, bruh. If you're not good enough for your age bracket, nigga, you're not good enough. The pros is the elite of the elite. So if you're not elite in your age range, you're not fucking elite, bro. You're fucking off somebody that's actually elite in their age range, but the coach ain't gonna look his way because he knows, shit, this motherfucker 3-4 years older than everybody else.
He gonna help us
dominate.
win right now.
He gonna help us win
All we
right
care
now.
about is winning. They don't care about your future. I agree with that. The holdback stuff is trash. I just seen, and you know it's getting big because I just seen, what's the nigga name? Nick Young crashing out about it. Like, what the fuck is this?
Basketball player?
Yeah. So he was going on a rant about, he like, damn, I see the game, like everybody getting held back. It's like shit. Then what all what's gonna happen is it's gonna eventually weigh it's gonna balance itself out. There's gonna be so many people holding back. You think holding back gonna help you, and there's gonna be so many holdbacks. Y'all all gonna be in the same fucking bracket.
Exactly. So
Y'all gonna be in the same age bracket eventually.
the only way we talk, so I understand the purpose of holdbacks for this specific thing I'm going to say. If my child is undersized but he has the talent. And I want his body to grow because maybe he's a late bloomer because we can't help when puberty comes for some kids age faster than others. What I'm saying is this, if your child is undersized, but he has the skill set and you want to be like, look, I want my kid to hold back so he can get in the weight room, so he can get his weight up, so he can be more physically ready to take that punishment once he goes on the varsity. That's the only time I'm not tripping on you having.
What do you consider undersized?
So say if your child is a running back, right? And everybody, because typically when they hold back their 8th grade year. So they're either 13 to 14 years old, but your child is undersized. Most of these kids are probably like 5'11" and taller, whatever the case may be. Your child is 5'5", nigga weighs 140 pounds. He's not ready. Even though he got the skill set, he's shifting it. You can tell he has the skill set to play, but physically his body's not ready to go against these grown-ass men in varsity football. I understand those.
They kids still.
This the thing.
No.
Hold on, this the thing.
I
Some of them are
don't.
nice.
The NFL.
It's a gray area.
No, because
when you
no,
do that.
no, because it don't. To me, it don't matter. At first, I liked where you was going with that, but then I think about it. The NFL is you're not going to be the same size as niggas.
No, I'm
it
not.
don't matter. And then I knew niggas when I was in school where I've always been short, and it was niggas 6 foot in the 6th grade that was the same age as me. Is it that they fault? Should they get automatically, because we had no problem? So in middle school, they should better get bumped up to high school then, if that's the case.
Well, this is why I'm looking at it though, because now it's a gray area of what's considered undersized. So now you're gonna have kids that are really the correct size, but their parents still want the advantage. Oh, he undersized. So now we got to come up with a parameter of what's undersized, and then the kids who are regular size, now they're mad because hey, I might want to hold back and develop too. Why can't I hold back? Why? Because his genetics. So this is what I'm saying. The pros are for the elite. Unfortunately, that includes genetics. If you don't have the genetics to play pro ball, you can have all the skill in the motherfucking world. If you ain't got the size, nigga, pro ball wasn't for you either.
Well, let me ask you
Pick
this.
another lane or go to a JC. Sprout there.
And
you a late bloomer, right?
And Jason, and there's nothing wrong with a junior college, because junior college now, those 2 years don't even account against your eligibility.
And that's all I'm saying,
for
bro.
playing sports. Because normally time it used to. Those 2 years used to go against you. Then when you transfer, you only had 2 more years at a 4-year university.
See,
now it don't count against you.
When I think about holdbacks, I'm thinking about like middle school age and stuff like that.
No, that's what we're talking about.
That's when you hold back.
Because by the time you in college, nigga, you the size you're gonna be.
No, what I'm saying is this, Messiah, is this. You'll have kids in the 8th grade, depending on their birthdays, they're a holdback. Some of them may be 15 or 16 years old. Because, some kids that have a November, December birthday, so they're already technically a holdback with that. But then you hold them back again. Some of those kids be 15, turning 16 years old, going in the 9th grade. You dig what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
And that's where I'm saying. But what I was going to say is a lot of people are saying, well, holding back has gotten my kid a D1 scholarship. Holding back has gotten my kid this look that he would have never got before if he would have just continued to play it up. What I'm saying is this, to combat what y'all saying, do you think there should be a hold back league where, okay, if you want your kids to, let me finish. Say we do a certain amount of high schools, like, how we have the Trinity League for Catholic schools and stuff like that. How would y'all feel if they had like a hold back league where, okay, we all know these kids are a little older than the normal kids that's not being hold back? Would that make you feel better? Because now we know what we're getting over here rather than a mixed bag.
I don't think it's going to be enough kids to do that.
What you mean? Everybody's doing it now, though.
I know everybody doing it, but I don't think it's going to be enough to have an entire league for like every.
All you need is about what? 8 schools? That's a whole.
And nobody. I don't see that happening because I don't see nobody agreeing to that. The whole point of them holding back because they want the advantage. Once they realize, we all holdbacks and we're in the same
just
league.
go with your same age.
I might
you
just
basically
go
hold back for nothing.
Yeah.
But no, they be having. I mean, they be.
I'm saying
like
I might as well go play.
years.
I might as well take my chances with exactly with my age.
Yeah, that
group.
literally makes no sense because you're gonna be playing with your age range, which you're trying to hold back to avoid anyway.
Yeah, but we're now playing against the bigger competition. We're playing amongst us.
No,
Like,
we're playing. I'm playing my regular people.
Yeah, that's why you're holding back to avoid playing with them because they're better than you. You're actually trash. So
I don't
now you
think
want to
all
hold
holdbacks
back
are
to ball on these little niggas.
I don't think all holdbacks are necessarily trash. I do feel like some holdbacks are just good. So I'm again, because this is so many nuance to it. I do believe there are some holdbacks that can actually ball. They just physically can't keep up.
The root of a holdback is what?
So from my perspective, the root of the holdback is my baby is not big enough to physically to play with these kids.
I don't understand how we use that as an excuse because every sport, especially football, you're never going to be the same size as everybody on the
It's
team.
really
A
prevalent in
quarterback
football
is
and
not going to be the
basketball.
same size as a running back. A running back is not going to be the same size as a lineman. DBs are not going to be the same size as
A linebacker.
yeah. So different things. So it's like you're in a sport that's like Devontae Smith. You think he had to worry about? They had to worry about his size.
Darren Sproles.
Listen, there's listen, bro. There's so many examples of smaller guys balling out in the NFL.
Doug Flutie.
Steve Smith. Hold on. Remember the wide receiver from Carolina? He was like 5'10", 5'11", balling, bro. What I'm saying is this. I understand what you guys are saying. I'm just saying now everybody believe holding back is the answer because so many people has been getting D1 scholarship of their kids holding back, and now it's so prevalent in the high school community that everybody felt like this is the new ticket of getting the D1.
Yeah,
But this is the problem, though. The kids who are actually good enough to get the D1 scholarship in their age range are now being overshadowed by a kid that's 2 years older than them who wasn't going to get the D1 scholarship in his age range. But because he can stand out against these kids that's 2 years younger, this kid misses out on the motherfucking scholarship. To me, that ain't right. I know life ain't fair, but nigga, if you're not elite in your age range, if you're good with your age range, why the fuck you trying to hold back? Half the shit be the parents trying to vicariously live through the kids to get rich off the kids. Half the kids don't want to hold back.
So
it be the fucking parents who want that NIL money so they can retire from work or guarantee their kid get to the league so they can retire from work, or they didn't make it to the league, so now they want to live through their sons so they can retire from work.
So who do we really get upset with? Because you said it's not always the kid, it can be the parent. So do we fault the parent? Let me finish. Do we fault the parent for allowing the kid to be held back or forcing the kid to be held back? Or do we fault the D1 scholarships being offered to the holdbacks? Because the college are clearly giving these niggas the scholarships. So do we go out to college for, hey nigga, stop giving these motherfucking holdbacks? Who do we out on?
You not even the parents, because the parents are just trying to create every advantage for their kids. So you fought the systems that allow it, because you fought all the systems, whatever, not D1 schools. By that time, D1, you're in college. College doesn't matter about the age at that point to me. But what I'm getting at is that these young kids that starting young, they had a disadvantage because, like you just said, they're going off grade. Oh, he's a 7th grader. The nigga dunking, and he stiff armed the whole team, but the nigga 15.
Right.
But they not counted by age. They counted 7. He an 8th grader. Damn, you seen that new 8th grader nigga jumping out the gym? The nigga 16 years old in 8th grade. That's not realistic, but y'all get my point. They're just counting it by grades. If you're in this grade, you're supposed to be there, is how they looking at it. But it's really the school system and these sports systems that's allowing this shit to happen, because they're in on it too. You're gonna bring more money to the school. You're gonna bring more things. They don't care about the advantages and disadvantages, but the people that's playing people that's playing at their age. I was always small. If I had to play football with my brother and his friends, or just any of my friends, nigga, you had to play. Whether it was tackle or not, niggas didn't give a fuck about you being small.
But what I'm saying is this: CIF, the for LAUSD and stuff like that. Then that's the energy we need to have towards them. Stop allowing holdbacks to where they can be in public schools or in the private schools and playing against kids. That's unsafe. What I'm saying is you have to come up with a solution where this should not be accepted. And if CIF is cool with it, then we have to roll with it, because at the end of the day, without these high schools for allowing this shit to happen, we have to, as parents, will have to push towards that, because now you're talking about the safety of other kids now. You got kids that's going to be 19 years old going against 16-year-olds. That
don't get talked about enough, the safety aspect. Like he said, once you get to college, it's all grown men. That's different. Your body, you develop, you're in the weight room differently. And then the pros, for real, you already know. Everybody grown, you're a professional at this point. But in high school, like you said, nigga, he's 16, getting his head knocked off by an 18-year-old who'd have had 2 years of weight room advantage over him. But he out on the field knocking all these 15 and 16-year-olds out. Nobody talk about the fucking safety of the kids. Because it's already a dangerous sport. Now you're making it more dangerous. On top of, now you got kids who come from well-off families. They already good.
Oh, yeah. It's
the kids in the hood,
man, listen.
They parents can't afford to go to these little private 8th grade academies where you do homework for 2 hours. And
Passingly wasn't even a thing when we were children.
It wasn't even a thing, bro.
Now Passingly has Nike sponsorships of just, hey, run a 9 route, and we just up here throwing money at these little tournaments. Now it's no longer kids coming from the ghetto to make it out. Now,
And that's what I'm saying.
yeah, it's no longer
Because how does your kid make it out the hood now when you got this motherfucker from the suburbs who his dad bought a fucking condo next to the local school over here so his son can go to this school? Your mom can't afford to pay $3,000 a semester at this little private academy and pay for speed coaches and play for private trainers and go to this 7-on-7 and fly out. Only the wealthy, well-off kids could do that.
Unless
so now
you-
the kids in the hood are being siphoned out of opportunities.
You know, it's even more crazy, and I feel like that's why they got a design like that, because you could have a house on the east side, and depending on what part of the east side, they allow you your homeschool to be poly or not. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
And,
know what
and
you
you know
mean.
that's a prominent school, and some people that stay right down the street on Martin Luther King, that probably is out the jurisdiction. And I feel like they doing that just to keep more space for the other kids that is coming from different places to get into school. Because you should better choose, if you live walking distance from the school, whether you can go or not a fucking invisible line and say, hey, you on this side of the zip code, you on that side of the zip code, so you got to go here versus here.
And the here be way the fuck over to Wilson someday.
Yeah,
They gotta get on the
nigga.
bus.
Yeah.
And so that's why they have this thing like choices where they try to get the kids those options to go to that school if they meet the requirements. And remember the back in the day too, addresses. I thought you was about to go there. Certain addresses they used to do like, hey, if I wanted my kid to go to, I don't know, Modern Day. Okay, hey, you know anybody live in Santa Ana?
Yep.
Oh yeah, my cousin. Hey, ask him, is it cool if I? That was the thing. Now they do it to the point where they be checking on those addresses. To see
Yeah,
that
you damn near gotta have bills
Yeah,
and all types
that's
of
No,
shit
you
what
on
I'm
gotta,
that
saying.
bro,
address.
that's why I
Yeah.
said, because I know
Yeah.
a dad that did this shit. He bought a fucking condo. Him and his wife live where they live, but the kid, Monday through Friday, the nigga lives on his own by the school.
That's a blessing.
Hey,
How's
Live on his own.
hey, what?
I'm like, this is
Yeah.
crazy. Just for this little motherfucker to go here to ball because he's not good enough to start at the school where they at. Because they way about modern day and shit. So
I ain't even mad at that.
You
That's
feel
good
me?
parenting,
Yeah,
but
that man, listen, I
Yeah.
wish we had it like that, but
Yeah.
it's to the point
that's
now.
terrible, parent. You got a damn high schooler stand on his
bro.
own?
What I'm saying
Nah,
is this,
he
so to
setting
let
him
you know
up.
how lucrative sports in America has made it, where people are willing to invest into their children who may not even make it to the league, but they're already putting money into it because you can at least get NIL money to college.
yeah, but
That's
my
just where we
bad.
at
Because
with it now.
I'm looking at it from that perspective. Like, to me, it's good parenting because he living on his own. Niggas feel like they're grown in high school already.
Yeah.
If they probably got a certain agreement, you make certain commitments, you live up to these commitments, you got a whole condo already. You
Right.
got a house. And I feel like
And I'm pretty sure
No,
he's in cahoots
no,
with the
no.
coach, like, hey, check on the kid.
not even that, but I just feel like it's not even just always about the money. It's about giving your kid the life that he wants. Because at that point, if I'm able to buy a condo for you to live in to go to school, nigga, I have X amount of money in the bank. Nigga.
Yeah.
You're going to be
Life is
straight.
good.
Bruh,
Yeah.
nowhere in America is it a good idea to give your fucking high schooler a fucking condo in the 10th grade on his own.
How's it?
Nowhere. It's cool for us.
Update us.
thinking
Update us in
about it-
6 months.
Thinking
Update us in
about it
6
from the
months.
student aspect, if you got kids and you know how much dumbass shit that they do, even high schoolers, bruh, is nowhere in the world
get
that
what
that's a
you're
good
saying,
idea.
but-
Even as let's say he's a prominent athlete,
Okay.
you know that come with girls. You know
It
that
does.
come. You finna give him a fucking condo on his own to be bringing these girls
what
to
I'm
cry
saying
rape,
is-
nigga?
What I'm saying is this: he got to
No.
be locked. That kid has to be something special. So you're going to be in touch with the coach. Like, listen, you already know what's going on. My kid is living. Check in on it. Not like that.
That's-
You got ring. Hold on, let me finish. You
Go
got
ahead.
ring cameras. You got. It's so many things that you can do to create like a caution tape, so nothing bad like that won't happen. Because again,
Cameras in the house.
cameras
all
in the
type of
house.
shit.
And on top
yeah.
of that, you can talk to your kid like, listen, this is the go. This is if I find out you're doing anything else outside of what this is used for, off top, we snatching it from you. So it has to be a level of trust. And I'm just trying to get a kid the benefit of doubt due to the fact that for you to even want to trust your child
For
to live
you
on
to
his own-
waste and do all that. Yeah.
like because it's already money being put up to buy the condo. So it's like you already got to have a game plan of like, look, this is the goal. You want to go to USC, you want to go to LSU, you want to go to one of these prominent schools to play ball, bro. We're going to give you a taste of it now. Let's see what you do now. We're trusting the kid to do this. I get what you're saying. Are we really trusting the teenager?
That shit is out, bro.
I get what you're saying, but when do you start
And
treating
these kids ain't even as mature as we were. You
No,
got to think about the generation we in, bro. These little motherfuckers wasn't catching the bus across town.
But they're giving kids
doing
in
shit
high
on
school
their
NIL
own.
deals already, though.
but if,
That's
if,
different though. That's
if
just
trust-
giving them money.
If trusting them with that, it has to be a reason that the father trusts a kid to do that. Like, as crazy as it can sound to you, you only thinking about your life
Yeah, how
time
you
and what
think.
and what you was doing in 10th grade or something because, hey, it might work
This
out
football
for him.
shit may be so he's so locked in, like he don't care about nothing. Like eat, sleep, shit, football. Like I just go to school just to go to school, but I go to school because I want
He
to play
for sure
football.
using that house for other things. I'm just saying, still being responsible to do it because regardless of that, nigga,
It's not what you.
even with that, nigga, when moms was gone, nigga was using the house anyway.
Yeah, but moms was coming home. Think about how much trauma all the kids who come up with these stories about how they had to be adults in 8th grade, 9th grade, had to start paying bills, live on their own, baby. Bro, them niggas got trauma, bro.
But
It sound cool until they gotta do it.
I doubt he's keeping up the condo. The pop's probably
No, he ain't keeping it up. I'm just saying,
Only thing
though.
you gotta do is come home and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Right. Listen, that's gonna have some type of effect
And
on the
now
kid.
they don't even have to cook for themselves, nigga. The parents probably Uber eating a whole meal plan for this kid. Like if they're investing that much into it, he really has no worries besides school and football.
Y'all let us know. Would you put your kid in a condo in high school on his own in the hopes of chasing NIL money? Am
Or
I
D1
tripping?
scholarship.
Who's to say?
Or they tripping?
Or would you want to give him the life that the kid is asking for? Ask that because the kid might have asked this. I doubt the parent just came up and said, "Hey, this is what we doing," and you doing it.
Is your child mature enough to have a condo on his own?
See, are you gonna give them the life they asked for or the life that they need? Because kids ask for a lot of dumbass
Hold on.
shit.
That's a good question. Say it again.
Are you gonna give them the life that they asked for or the life that they need?
I think you should give the kids the life that they ask for because the life that they need is bare minimum. Asking for it means you get going above and beyond, and that let you know I'm doing better in life to give my kids above and beyond. Needs is just shelter, clothes, food.
You're asking
So if you give them-
the life that he's asking for is him to be able to play football
Exactly.
and be on a team that he can start at. Because if you give him the life that he need, according to you, he'd be going to that school where he ain't fucking starting. He ain't
Exactly.
getting no
Can I
play
get
time.
afford?
Now he miserable and his life trash.
So
Yeah.
giving a kid the life that they ask for, we all know kids ask for a lot of things that they don't need. If you give a kid everything they ask for, what happens?
I didn't say everything.
No, what I'm saying is, from what Short is saying,
Being content.
what happens when you give someone everything that they need? What do they call
have no
that?
desire to go want to do anything extra.
But they
I
call it
understand.
a word, though. They call it spoiling a kid. And
Oh, well.
we transcended the word into thinking we got enough money to give my kid anything they want. They're spoiled. It's a good thing.
But we're talking about sports though, right?
No,
Yeah,
but what I'm
it
saying
was.
is, I'm talking about life in general. If you give a kid everything
Move the
they need,
goalposts on you.
I didn't move the
I
goalpost.
feel like you kind of did. I thought we were still.
I didn't
kinda
move
like
the
in sports.
goalpost, bro. I said give them the life that they want or the life that they live. That
Oh,
wasn't
because we
just
were-
to sports.
But there was because this was one
No,
fraction.
the conversation switched because he said, repeat what you said.
But I'm
So
thinking we're
we
still in
weren't
that
talking about
sport.
just
Like,
sports.
so I'm thinking of the kid that's saying, "Look, all right, your son plays ball, right? My son play ball. If my son is saying, hey, Dad, I want to go to USC. What can we do to get me go to USC? If I can afford to him to go to USC, I'm going to pay for him to go to USC, even if he doesn't have a full scholarship.
Think about his example, bro, of sharing custody. He said certain attributes that the kid picks up living with the dad is going to be different than living with the mom. Now imagine living with no parents, with no supervision, no provision, no guidance, I don't give a fuck how mature a kid is. Kid need guidance. Kid need structure. That structure ain't going to be the same living on his own. I don't give a fuck how many ring cameras you put. I don't care how many phone calls you make. I don't care how many wellness checks your coach do. If the parent ain't there to be on top of the kid, a kid is slacking, bro.
Byron, I didn't move the goalpost.
And not even
only that, you was
Fact.
speaking from some broken family type shit.
Yeah.
More than likely, he got his mama and his daddy. Mama probably
that's living here.
I know, but mama probably still checking up more than not for sure.
And he's in school
Yeah.
most of the
Yeah.
day. Football practice after school. He probably got lift weights before school start. Bro, his schedule is such skin tight, bro. Like, bro.
So when
he
are
doesn't have
you,
a lot of
at
free
what
time,
point
bro.
are you parenting?
You're not parenting, even if your kid is living with you. If your kid, so if
If
that
he
kid-
what
gone
point
all
are you
day,
there?
Yeah.
if your kid is
Yeah,
not,
you said it yourself, nigga. Realistically, throughout the week, you only getting a few
Yes.
hours.
Yes,
You
at
only get-
home though. You're coming home every day though,
Bruh,
not on the weekend, bro.
that kid, if we're using that kid as an example, he's lifting weights before school. Then he has school. Then he has football practice. Then he's coming home. Bro, by the time he's coming home, it's gonna be 8:30, 9 o'clock, and he still got to do homework.
You're
He
not
doesn't have a
putting
lot of
your
free-
kid in a condo on his own. I know this. You're not doing that.
If I can afford
He don't
it,
have kids, so his view is skewed because he don't have kids.
But
yet.
he said if your kid is mature enough, just because
Ain't
you
no kid mature enough,
But
bro.
this, you know what's
There
crazy?
is no kid
You
mature
got
enough.
kids, and you saying you wouldn't do it, but it's people with kids that are doing it. So just
Exactly.
because you saying one thing, don't mean
I'm not
that
saying
that's
they're
what
not
it is.
doing it.
No,
There's
you're
parents that buy their kids beer
Yeah.
to drink at their house and buy liquor
No, but
because
see,
they
we're
figure
not
they
talking-
don't
moving
go
the
do it on their
goalposts.
own. That don't mean it's the right thing to do because somebody's doing it, bro.
So let me ask you this: what if your child? Let me flip it then. What if your kids were so smart right now, Harvard or just any kind of Ivy League was like, listen, we want your child to come to our college right now. Both of your kids are minors, but they're like, look, we want them to come to our campus right now to be a
and
student.
live on campus.
Live on campus. Would you allow that?
Minors living on campus? No, I
Would
don't
you
think
allow
so.
your
It's minors that live on campus right now.
Because it's minors that live on campus. You know that at certain colleges now.
Where they living on campus at?
Bro, when you're a freshman, you have to live on campus.
Where's
in
a
the dorm.
minor
Oh
living
my
on the
God.
campus? Where's a 15-year-old living on the college campus?
Bruh,
Just look it
When
up.
you're
You can find-
fresh-
you
Look
can
it up,
Google
man. I'm
that.
telling y'all.
I know, but it's no
'Cause y'all
point.
just saying
No,
shit.
we're not just
No,
saying
no
shit.
verification.
You're trying to prove points
Bruh,
that
I'm
are
not
points.
trying to prove a point. The view of a non-parent is different than a parent. 9 times out of 10, the non-parent is viewing it from a personal view.
No,
of
you're
when I'm
viewing it from a
student.
personal view. What you
I'm
would
not,
do.
nigga.
I'm giving it
As
off
a parent,
I'm giving it
yes.
off an example.
As a parent who
And he's
actually
a
has
parent and
kids.
telling you he would
And
do
he's
it.
not doing it.
He
What you
told
mean?
you
I
he
just told you,
would.
nigga.
He's
my
not
child's
doing
mature.
it, bro.
All right, I'm looking up the little.
If
minor
your
level.
kid is a genius to go to Harvard, that's a totally different.
Wow.
No, it's the same thing.
You just moving the goalposts, bro.
No, this you
is
moving
a
the
parent.
goalposts.
This is a parent hoping that their kid makes it to get NIL. This ain't a fucking genius that's being offered to go to Harvard early because they got so many credits they can go to college now.
What
Y'all
difference
niggas
does
moving
that
goalposts.
make?
A big difference.
Why?
This is
They're
a
still
what
living
if.
alone.
This is a what
They're
if,
still
not a
living alone.
definite.
So it says, yes, a minor can live on a college campus, but policies varies from school. Parental consent or legal paperwork is required. Many younger college students who start college early, such as the ages 16 to 17, reside in college dorms, bro.
I already knew. You gotta show
You can
me.
do that.
Meaning
bro.
they're already proven. They already have done the work. This is a hope.
They didn't prove nothing yet.
They did. How did they not prove if they got enough credits to go to college early, nigga?
So what? So they prove they can live on their own?
They-
That's the basis of
yes.
the conversation. That doesn't
They-
prove
they're
that
going
because,
to
because they're
college.
smart. Prove they can live on their own.
They're going to college.
Because they're. What does that mean? They're still minors.
That is a
living-
big difference than setting up a fucking condo across town hoping to get NIL.
Nigga, I'm damn near
it's the
sending you
same-
to another state.
Exact, bro. It's the same shit, bro.
Y'all niggas
No,
crazy.
it's the same. Listen, if
Y'all
that child
smoking
is not
rocks.
going
You're
to
talking
college,
about somebody living on their own. That
Y'all
was the basis of
smoking
the
rocks, bro.
the
conversation.
conversation. Essentially, they're both. I'm gonna tell you this. This is where I'm gonna get you at. This is where I'm about to cook this nigga.
You're not
See, let's
cooking.
say this. That minor child that's going to college, his parents is not going to be living on his or her parents is not living
It's
on that
essentially
campus.
worse.
You know who's living on campus?
Oh my God.
Staff.
And same thing.
Ain't no fucking staff at this condo.
So you mean
When he
it's-
bring the local cheerleader who get drunk and wake up and be
And
like,
that's
I
not-
didn't
but
want to do this.
How many cases
and claim
have people
rape.
caught in college parties?
That's what I'm about to. Bro, you're proving our point. There's going to be more college parties on campus that you cannot
Way
control.
more distractions.
9 times out of 10.
If you're living in a condo, you're causing a lot of noise. They're going to call the manager or whoever's living on that motherfucking condo. Like, look, this neighbor's causing too much of a disturbance. They're going to shut that.
You're not
party
putting
down.
cameras inside of a college dorm.
Nine-
You have cameras
there's
inside
cameras
of a
everywhere in
house.
college, first of all. 9 times out
inside
of
of a
10.
Not inside of a dorm.
A guru who made it to college early out of genius ain't a party person. They're not going to college to party. That's how they even got to be able to graduate early.
This
'Cause
nigga
they
wants to go
skipped the
name a
parties.
genius, trying to make it seem like so he
Ain't
can't.
you a genius if you
so
go to
have-
college
So
early,
you
bro?
have no.
You
So
are.
you have
Are
no.
you a genius or are you an idiot or average student?
That'll make you a genius. You could have just been a nerd and just finished. And just
What's a
been doing-
nerd?
A nerd is somebody that.
What's a nerd?
We know what nerds is in school, nigga. The niggas that's
All
always in
school,
school, focused
yeah, in the books,
24/7
yeah.
and doing
And they
shit.
wasn't at the parties, right?
Yeah.
So why would they go to college and start doing that now?
And why would somebody who's
Case closed. I cooked these niggas, bro.
Let me finish.
Hey,
No,
20v1.
See,
Let us know.
No.
Because we
No,
going on a
hey,
40-minute
Nah,
argument.
He moved the goalposts 10 times.
Hey, cook
Alright.
these niggas. Y'all let
He
me
like
know.
to use the same thing. You don't have kids. You're screwed.
You
No,
don't.
You don't. But the man sitting here telling you with kids, and nigga, you still
And I'm
arguing
just
him.
He's not doing
It's
that.
the same. Listen,
How
so-
you telling him what
He's
gonna
not
do?
doing
let me
that.
finish. Let me finish.
I know he's not
So
doing
a
that.
college kid who's just focused on books, who wants to go to college early, you'll trust him. But same thing, that kid who's going to live in his condo by himself, who's driven to go to college to play football, his grades may not be as good as the nerds or the early genius, but he still has good grades, but he's so locked in on his football career. You think he's going to be distracted? They both are driven students, bro. They're both are driven people that want to reach their goal.
I'm trusting.
I feel like you're trying to just say because one's a jock and one who's not playing sports is more mature.
He can't fathom because
you're saying
he
that.
can't fathom because he projects his own reality and then says that's what I would do or I wouldn't do. So that's what it is. You literally gave examples.
Brother, reading the comments.
You
but-
know, we know what you do.
Why would we projected? Read
No,
the comments.
It don't matter. This
I'm
is what you
trusting
do,
the genius
niggas. You're
more than the
projecting
jock.
on him.
That's what
Stop
you
saying-
No, he just said it. He's trusting.
It does
the
not
genius
matter.
He's
over
in
a jock.
content
He's
mode.
trying to find a way.
I know this nigga.
No, sure.
He's not doing
He's trying
that.
to find a way for him to win, regardless.
That's it.
We're talking
He's
about
not
the parent
doing
that's
that,
doing
bruh.
it, though. We're talking about the
But
parent that's
he's
doing
not
it.
doing that. I know he's not.
Is the parent that's
He's
doing it? Is the kid going to school?
Bruh, you can't argue.
Is he going to school?
You can't argue
Is he
kid
going to
conversations
school?
with non-parents,
Is
bruh.
he going to school?
You can't argue
Is he
with
going to
non-parents,
school?
bruh. Have a kid and
Is
then we
he
can
going to
revisit
school?
the conversation.
Is he going to school?
Have
Hey,
a kid.
Is he going to
and we-
school? Look at this nigga.
Hey,
why you
when-
give us the
when he
details of what
has
the
a
kid doing?
That's all I'm saying. He's not doing
when
that
he
shit.
has a kid,
Is he
we can
going to
revisit.
school?
He has no kids. He can't give
Hey,
an
is the
input on
boy
this,
going to
bruh.
school that got the
This
condo?
nigga's crazy.
Is he going to school?
Man,
Probably going.
Who's most likely to fuck up?
the jock or the
Listen,
genius.
whose
That's what
life?
he's trying to say.
First of all, whose life is getting preyed on out of
Woo.
having NIL money? The fucking jock or this genius over
The
here?
jock is going to be preyed on because he's more public
Athletes
renowned.
are preyed on. So why would you set your kid up to be fucking preyed on, knowing what's going on,
all
nigga?
these same
These
computer
niggas is
geniuses,
nuts.
when they get divorced, don't they women take half they shit?
Divorce?
Oh my fucking goodness, bro! You're just saying preyed upon. So bitches not preying upon rich niggas?
He know he cooked. That's
Yeah.
why he. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. He know he cooked. This is why he want to get the information.
That's it. He tired.
All he did was give an example, but he didn't want to say that the boy is going to school every day. He didn't want to say that the boy is showing up to practice every day. He didn't want to say if the boy is responsible or not. He just saying off of his views what he would and wouldn't do because he know what the fuck he was
He would have
doing.
doing it at that age. He know his mother.
He don't
would
believe
trust
that
him.
people
Yeah.
can actually live outside of the type of way he lived.
That's it. Because like I said, he believes at 16, 17 years old, if moms would have gave him a condo, he probably would have had like 6 baby mamas right now as a grown-ass man. That's real talk, bro. That's why. A condo at viral age, in high school, he probably would have had a whole bunch of baby mamas, bro. Let's just be real. But that's why he's projected. He can't fathom seeing a mature young man at 16 years old. That's why we were telling you earlier, when other people are doubting you, don't listen to them. Because he
Facts.
sit there.
Perfect
and
example.
That's a perfect example of somebody who can't fathom seeing a mature teenager. It's some kids out there that I've coached. See, this is what he don't want to tell you. I've coached young kids. I coach football. The thing about it
That's
is,
how you should have cooked.
but that's he ran off. Like, again, he ran away. Like I said, what he did was basically project of how he truly feels. There are young men out there who are really locked in on their dreams, who want to make the league, whether it's basketball or football, or whatever the case may be. And they're not distracted about girls because they have conversation of how it's too many examples of what women can do. We talked about Brian Banks. We talked about the whole come up of, child support and all that. We talked about that so many times where that story is so old that it's already now. Niggas ain't fucking about these women. They locked in.
It's not a parent.
He just cooked himself with that.
It's not
all them
it's-
stories, and you
it's
still
not-
set your son up to get
It's
preyed
not-
on by these bitches.
It's not a
Dean the
parent.
Great just got preyed on
Let
the
somebody
yacht.
else make a point. You left, nigga.
Dean the Great just got preyed on.
Yeah.
Adrian Broner
He's
just
not,
got
no,
preyed
Dean the Great
on.
is not a fucking D1 athlete, bro. Stop doing it. See how you just
How
moved
many
the goalpost?
examples do niggas
Bro,
gotta see?
is Dean the Great a fucking athlete? Or is he a streamer?
No, it don't matter. It's nobody on this earth dropping their kid off in the house that they don't feel like they prepared for or that
Exactly.
they're not going to be involved in. There's no way they just leaving them and say, hey, go figure it out.
How it's not? It's a bunch of people who, if they had the opportunity, who don't want to be parents,
You keep
would do
saying
that.
if. No, we're saying
If
they're not
It's
doing
bitches
it.
that go to Miami for a week straight with a fucking
Bruh,
toddler at home.
We're talking about
How many
something else.
cases y'all done seen of
This nigga
unfit
just making
parents
shit up now.
making shit up? This is real shit. Leaving their kids at home because they don't want to be parents. Nigga,
How many people you know
Plenty.
doing that shit?
It ain't about who I know. It happens. It's a
How
real
can you
reality
speak
in the
on
world.
something?
I was in
know
content
that.
mode
Yeah,
like a
this
motherfucker.
How am I
bro.
in content mode?
Bro, you were in
You
content
can look the story up now.
Bro, listen.
You're agreeing with a nigga with 0 kids.
No, I'm proving my
What
point
the
because
fuck
I
are you
coach
talking
football,
about?
nigga. I know kids out
He
there
agreeing
that
from
are
his
so
own
locked in.
perspective. He ain't got
I'm
nothing to do
agreeing
with
from
me.
I'm telling you,
He's in
nigga, there are
content
young,
mode, bro.
There's a young man.
Oh,
out
that's
there
what
who
it
are
is.
really
Sure, he mad you agreeing with him because he got kids.
I don't need a nigga to agree with me.
Yes, you do.
I know he's
Yes, you
capping.
do.
No, bro, I'm dead ass.
He's
serious.
not sending Lil Shoat to stay at no fucking condo. If
Lord.
Lil Shoat was a 5-star athlete with an NIL deal, ain't no fucking way. That nigga gonna be under your rule and thumb every step of the way until
So
you
now
make
you
it to
saying
college,
this boy
bro.
got an NIL deal. You never said that.
No, he's trying to. His parents think he's good enough to get it, which was even worse than the example y'all gave of the college student that's already proven, which is why they're going to college early. He ain't even proven.
They're not proven.
He's just hoping he can start here because he's too trash to start over here.
How can a college kid be proven because they got accepted to college of living on their own? How does that prove you can live on your own?
He's going to a dorm.
Just
on a
because you're
college
smart
campus
doesn't mean you have life skills to take care of
with
yourself,
other
bro.
students. 9 times out of 10, it's a responsible student, which is why they did what? They did all of their work and did extra work.
This is why he was a responsible boy.
The way you do one
he was a
thing-
responsible boy, so I got him a condo and trusted him.
I'm a parent that has money that thinks my kid can get an NIL here because he can't get one here.
Education does not mean you have the social skill set to take care of yourself. That kid who's intelligent, let's say nerd or whatever you want to call him, he may not have a social. He may not even know how to fucking do laundry, fold his clothes, and do basic shit like that, bro. There are educated people who can't do household chores, my nigga.
The way you do one thing is the way you do
nigga, that's
everything.
not
The
fucking
way
true.
you do one thing is the way you do everything.
Bro,
9
you
times
just
out of
killed
10,
Bow Wow for saying
9
he had to
times
learn
out
that
of
from
10,
Superhead about how to wash
Wash
clothes.
clothes, and
I did kill him for that.
But you
He's
said
not a fucking genius.
but
he
he
was
said he
a
had to be-
kid rapper who lived on the road almost his whole life.
he
What does it have to do with a
what
fucking
I'm saying
genius?
because he did that good. You saying
Huh?
the way he did one thing, he was good.
What?
What do you mean?
He
He was
was
successful.
These niggas.
You said the way you do one thing, he didn't know how to wash clothes.
Low IQ arguments, bro.
No,
No,
it's not.
you,
Nah,
Hey,
nigga.
viral with the
Viral
2v1
ain't no way. I'm
victory.
done, man.
Cook these
This
niggas.
crazy.
That nigga
This
just
niggas, y'all
Cook
know
these
his content.
niggas.
You
more.
would ask,
Hey,
hey,
They thought they was finna double team a nigga.
You would have
bobbing and weaving, all that
a
shit.
condo by yourself at
Nigga
16. You would
bobbing.
have had 6 baby mamas because you're projecting because you didn't have dick discipline. This young nigga probably got dick discipline. He
Neither
not worried
did
about
you,
knocking
bruh.
it. What you,
but
nigga?
why you making it
I was
about
fresh out
him?
of
You
camp, nigga, at
disagree.
16. Nigga, I
What-
wasn't
exactly.
around.
Fresh
bitches.
out of camp, exactly.
But I wasn't around bitches. I was trying to
I'm
get my
not
shit
sending
together.
my 5-star athlete to stay nowhere. If I think he's a 5-star athlete,
Like I said,
you're not
bro,
finna be nowhere
you're
but where
projecting
I'm in
because
locked
you had
in.
never seen, like I was saying earlier, because you walked off. Just because you've never seen a mature 16-year-old doesn't mean they're not out there. That's why I tell other people on the right, don't worry about what another nigga think. If you know your child is mature and capable of living on its own and staying focused on their dream, allow them to be that. Because what Viral will say is, no 16-year-old that's playing football is mature enough to do it. Which there are examples out there that they can do.
Name
bro.
the example.
I don't fucking know the kid
Name
name.
the
What's the kid
example.
name? What's the kid name? The example you're using right now, because you brought it up. You just brought up the nigga.
I didn't bring up nobody. Name the example.
Hey, y'all share, like, subscribe.
Thank you.
Y'all let
Hype
us know
us
in the
up.
comments.
Hype us
Viral
up.
way or no way.
Cook these niggas.
Bang. This nigga cooked the
Ain't no handouts, I did it from the ground up. In the streets, thugging hardest where they found us. Got a problem, nigga, watch my troopers mount up. My bitch is dang too, and you a lame though. You niggas ain't outside, yeah, we came through. You want your lights up, we put you on the shade.